All right, guys, this is the Wurth 400 Texas NASCAR Cup Series Texas live race reactions. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the leaderboard. Here we all go.
Yesterday we had the fastest full speed of any track all year. But here we see a lot of those single car spins and engines like what was yesterday. So let's say it's those tight, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And it's going to be a bumpy ride. It is rough. Turns 3 or 4. You know that second groove. You better have that car pointed in the right direction over that bump, because if not, you're going to spin out. Guess what? The other is flatter, smoother, and if you don't have the car underneath you, it's just going to spin out down there too, because it's just a really, really difficult place to get the balance of the race car right. Drivers are on edge, uncomfortable, and then makes it fun to watch. Certainly see a lot of chaos here, a lot of people having trouble all by themselves, and you don't have to look any further than what we saw with Bubba Wallace yesterday in practice, all by himself.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Bubba crashed in practice. All right. I need to show you all my fantasy lineup real quick. I didn't realize this, but I'm still learning how to, still learning fantasy. For the first 10 races, I didn't notice the featured matchups. I didn't know they were part of the roster, so I didn't do that for the first 10 races.
Position. Do either the Chevys or the Fords have something for those Toyotas today? I was really interested in Christopher Bell's comments earlier that if it came down to a short run, he didn't know what they had, but he felt good on the long run. Yeah, and I think if you got to look at Kyle Larson. He's the one that's led last.
Go ahead and show you.
Close to the Toyotas, so keep an eye on him. Well,
okay, so here's my fantasy lineup.
As far as I'm concerned, let's go trackside. And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome vocalist and bassist for the thrash metal band Slayer, who will be headlining Sick New World on October 24th, right here at Texas Motor Speedway, Tom Araya. Drivers, start your engine! Got any thrash metal on your playlist? You know, some Metallica, some Megadeth, some Anthrax, some Slayer? How about that? Carson Hocevar and Daniel Suarez in those Chevrolets from Spire are set to lead them to green here in Texas.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hot right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
See, these dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, our go-to is SK Platinum Plus. All these action packs have double the dawn, breaking down food residue. Even on your filters. Fast Dave, Jordan Walker, and the Cardinals. It is gone! Manny Machado and the Padres. you kidding me? Or Mets, Diamondbacks, Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry.
According to my race winners predictions I made back in January, I predicted William Byron to win this race. But look, I know Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet, they have like a new body, well, an updated Camaro body, but I didn't expect Hendrick to only have one win this season. That's something I didn't expect.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. Spicy, grilled, original, all ranch style.
Coming inside here.
A buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick.
I've got your mark over here as well.
Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Welcome back to the Wurth 400, presented by Liquid at Texas Motor Speedway. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Texas. No sign of the hurricane except right at the front of the field. Carson Hocevar last week at Talladega had the lead on the restart, scored the win, and a unique victory celebration, or unlike any other. Then he raced the truck race here Friday night, held on Kyle Busch for the win and all the Truck Series regulars. He won the pole here last year. He won the pole here this year. Talk about a guy on a roll. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. How about you, Carson Hocevar, and the boys up at Fox Booth? You got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, tell me momentum isn't real, huh? Tell me about your week that you had, the win Friday night, and then obviously you're planning to keep these guys behind you today.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to really think about Texas, but, you know, when I'm laying a weekend night, that's when I think about races. So, luckily, if my guys ever were concerned that I was just doing too much and wasn't going to be focused for Texas, you know, put that to bed really quickly. Obviously, qualified on the pole. Super proud of that. You know, fire front row and everything. What a great week. But yeah, I was just enjoying
Daniel Suarez, man.
You know, the fact that you walk out and hear any noise.
I did not. The majority of us did not expect Suarez to be like in the chase right now. Like the fact that he's like 14th is practically amazing. He's already having a better season than last year.
Second, all green.
So here's the Wurth 400 presented by Liquid starting grid. Carson Hocevar, the 23-year-old from Michigan, got his second Texas pole.
I was gonna put Denny Hamlin in my fantasy lineup, but I already used him way too many times to the point where I only have 3 more usage of him when it comes to putting him in my fantasy lineup for 3 different races. So, yeah.
Really good as of late. He's got 3 straight top 10. He's finished third 2 times in his
Hope he can get it done today.
Session didn't go according to plan. Culminated with a tire going down. Was the end of practice. Talked to the team this morning. They say they know they have the speed, but they didn't get that car dialed in terms of the balance. They'll have to work on it in race, but if they get it just right, this 17 is going to be dangerous. Row number 2, racing at his home track, Chris Buescher, and 3-time Texas winner, Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin has been the gold standard on the mile-and-a-half racetracks as of late. Over the course of the last 5 races, he's had 2 wins, and every race has been a top 4 result for this number 11 car. They bring speed, they bring confidence, and everything else that you need into today. But as crew chief Chris Galton told me, as good as the 11 was yesterday, this is the most unforgiving mile-and-a-half track that we go to. It is going to take perfect execution, and on all accounts, if they're to get that third win.
Careful in that area.
Row number 3 to give you Chase Briscoe and a 4-time winner on his outside Cowboys for that new crew chief. Eric Toyota's in row 4, Christopher Bell, you met from Oklahoma, and Tyler Reddick, the point leader, who won here in 22. Row 5 coming off his best finish of 2026, Alex Bowman, and first-time winner this year, Ty Gibbs. Row number 6, keep an eye on him. Number 5, Kyle Larson, won here in 2021, and on his outside, Hunter Dillon. A Ford and a Chevy in row 7, Austin Cindric and Chase Elliott, the 2024 winner.
Row 8, William Byron, won here in 2023, and Ross Chastain. Jamie?
Well, Kevin Wright had his worst qualifying effort of the year yesterday. He qualified 31st. I talked to his crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, and he said he had a moment on his qualifying run, had the lift, lost all the momentum, so that's why he starts in the back. But he also reminded me, last year at this race, they started mid-pack, and they were able to fight back and finish 3rd. Now, their only concern today is working his way through traffic without that car getting too tight. And they think if they can do that, they're going to get up front and have a shot at their 2nd win of this season. Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. 2 cars will start at the rear. They did not get a chance to qualify. Bubba Wallace had that crash in practice that we saw, went to a backup car. And Austin Dillon, after just 2 laps of practice, found an engine problem. They have changed engines, so he will start out back. Now let's take a closer look at aero locking with crew chief Larry Reynolds.
Yeah, Mike, it's been well documented. Texas is one of the fastest and most unique mile-and-a-half tracks we go to. The 2 ends are totally different with different banking at each end. But because of the speeds here, aerodynamics can be a challenge, especially if you're behind another car in what we call dirty air. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, something that goes on here in Texas aero-wise. Look at the car out front, clean air. Full 100% downforce on the front end. That helps the car to turn. The car behind the trail car in dirty air loses about 30% of its front downforce, totally changes the way the car drives, does not want to turn. The trail car keeps moving around trying to get out of the way of the car he's following, but that lead car is doing what we call air blocking. You see this especially on that back straightaway. You can see the front end of the trail car actually raise up and get light. Guys, it's called air blocking. I call it plain blocking or mirror driving.
Yeah, it's amazing how much all this has changed. But you used to get blocked, you just drive in the next corner and wreck the guy. Now it's just part of the puzzle, and really with these cars, an effective tool that we probably just didn't even know about.
It will be alive and well today, that's for sure.
A couple of big puffy clouds, but this is a mostly sunny day here in Fort Worth. The temperature at 82 was already 11 degrees warmer than what we practiced and qualified at yesterday. Light breeze out of the southwest.
Yeah, absolute beautiful day and a beautiful crowd. Huge turnout for Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
The big number on that screen is 113 degrees down the track temp on the bottom of the screen.
80, 85, and 102 laps are the 3 stage lengths here. You'll need fuel every 64 to 68 laps. 400 miles. Here are some of the drivers talking about the challenges of Texas Motor Speedway.
Texas is kind of a beast of its own with a pretty slow 1 and 2, and you don't lift them much in 3 and 4. I feel like you're just always kind of on the edge there, even if you just feel kind of like you're on razor blades. It gets kind of bumpy and get out of control, and that's why you see a lot of people spin and crash in 3 and 4. How do you get your car to do both things fairly decent is always the trick question.
Now, moments ago, there is the Chevy Corvette pace car, Cooper Flagg. NBA Rookie of the Year is driving it, and look what happened here. This is Denny Hamlin moving out to the front of the field.
Talking about a point, so be aware of the start here.
Moving up the racetrack already.
Ran him up the racetrack.
That's funny. Hold on, he's not done.
5 away.
I love it.
Hey, watch that. We got a camera back there. Be careful.
And they're always so hard on their pace car drivers, and him going up there and messing with them, it's funny.
When he was a kid, Cooper's folks used to take him to New Hampshire Motor Speedway regularly.
Wow.
To see NASCAR.
That's great.
Just the 17.
Here's Bubba Wallace's radio.
Pass to the
All right. Good afternoon from Texas. Special thank you to all our teammates here yesterday who helped prepare this backup car. Everyone rallied together without any hesitation on the challenging day. We got to stay patient, diligent, flexible.
Neither one of us have help.
Ahead of us today.
We need to get this ship righted on this car. Since Darlington, we went from 2nd in points to 12th, lost 147 points. Big time important.
They stayed till 6 o'clock working on that car.
Two behind if you need it.
Dinner. He said, I wrecked the car. It was easy.
Still there, Joe.
All right, here we go.
Cars in.
Pull.
And here they come, set to race for 400 miles in Texas.
Let's go.
Find your rhythm. 3 back, no run.
Well, these are the most nerve-wracking laps around Texas Motor Speedway because of the fact that these cars are so edgy. When they're side by side like this, you have no choice but to run in that second lane.
By 7.
Through line for a moment as Busher moves up, takes one. He may take another spot from teammate Denny Hamlin. Briscoe trying for third. Kyle Busch was with him all the way to the entrance to the corner. It drifted back a couple of car lengths.
Yeah, and Kyle Busch had a great qualifying run to see Briscoe on the inside of Denny Hamlin right here. Ran side by side through turns 1 and 2, able to keep that throttle down and get that position on the 11. Be an interesting day, Clint, to see if that A-car can stick around at the front of this pack. We have had all the talk about the crew chief change and everything that Kyle Busch has going on.
That's right. The new enthusiasm, right? New crew chief with Andy Street made the change on the A-car. Already seen some results. The new enthusiasm, new shot in the arm with a good qualifying effort. But to your point, can they hold on to this with a good finish? 8th, 9th, 10th, Reddick, Gibbs, Bowman. It's going to be interesting. Low air pressure. You
Good 1 and 2 back
run
there.
right down the bottom
No
of that
pressure,
racetrack in 3 and 2.
5,
Looking at it enough as it is up top, probably what to expect early.
And the cars are just not going to drive as good as they did yesterday in practice when you could find all that space, all that real estate to get yourself the cleanest air possible. You don't have that choice anymore. You have to be able to go where they're not on the racetrack to manage those bumps, go up the racetrack, down the racetrack, and it's a lot hotter today than what it was yesterday. You know as well as I do, when this racetrack gets hot, especially with these Gen 7 cars, they lose overall grip, that front end starts to go first.
Carson Osewar took off and instantly opened up a 7/10 of a second lead as we watch from the Ford Racing Camp on board Chris Buescher.
Well, that's due in part for that clean air. Kevin just talked about it. So important to keep that clean air. That's why you push hard on Saturday to try to get that qualifying effort. Not only do you get clean air on the racetrack, you get the #1 box all day long. Just everything goes easier.
Yeah, and really where these cars, we're going to start to see who's got the best handling cars. It's going to be lap 15 to 20. That's when you're going to start to see the swing and handling as to whatever you have and where it's going to migrate to. So right now, a lot of clean racetrack, no lap traffic, everything's okay for Hosewar and all these guys up front.
And that comment is right in line with what Christopher Bell told us in the pre-race show. Wait for some laps on these tires, and you're starting to separate the men from the boys.
Christopher Bell, 7th at Toyota Racing Camp, running right about where he started.
Yeah, he was pretty confident in his car, Mike. He talked about how comfortable he felt with it on the long run. You see his teammate Ty Gibbs right there behind him, so a lot of Gibbs cars up there in front.
Chase Elliott moving up. He is up 2 spots from where he started, pushing his teammate Kyle Larson back 1. So move Elliott to 12th.
Yeah, and Chase Elliott's car looked good yesterday. You see Josh Berry and Corey Hine, Joey Logano right here on the front straightaway. Josh Berry's so dominant in this race last year as he led so many laps and then made that mistake down there in turn 4 and spun that car around. That's how easy it is. Leader of the race spun out.
And watching that at Corey Hine and Logano up behind him, Logano found speed on that outside, and that's where it came in first. Watching the truck race, watching yesterday's O'Reilly race, that outside in 1 and 2, there's a lot of momentum, a lot of passing being made there. If you can get to their outside, you got them.
Larry Backdrop.
Watching Carson Hosewar, watching his data, and right now his big advantage at both ends of the racetrack, he's just able to carry more speed into the corner. Not a big advantage on the exit. He has to play with the throttle. On both ends, these first 8 laps, he just carried more speed on the entrance to the corner.
And again, that falls right in line into exactly what you showed us with that Toyota Gunway car, that dirty air. He has all the maxed out force, 100% air on the front of that race car. Maximum grip.
Hosewar the leader, then a 3-car pack Suarez, Briscoe, Hamlin, then Kyle Busch
Kyle below there in fifth. These are the first laps in the top five that Kyle has run this season on a non-drafted track. He turned 41 yesterday. New crew chief Andy Street had been up on the pit box with crew chief Jim Coleman the last few weeks, but RCR leadership decided the results, even though Kyle got his first top 10 of the season last week, that wasn't what they were looking for and made the change.
How about Denny Hamlin, real quick? On the move with the 11 car. No surprise.
Carson Hocevar, last week's winner, this week's pole sitter, and he's led every one of the 10 laps so far.
Nothing stops Graham. That means we know we're knockouts. Oh, we don't just ride the ball. We're heavy games, hurricanes, and hellcats. And we're backing them with America's best powertrain limited warranty. Let's see Michael Dolan making NASCAR winning round.
Purchase and get 2.9% financing for 72 months, plus $3,500 bonus cash allowance on most 2026 Ram 1500 crew cab models.
Higher deposit prices that you need for when your option. T-Mobile customers have the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That means more money in your pocket. Then our experienced clients enjoy amazing benefits like top streaming services on Arc, free dash packs like DoorDash, and a much more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee, so you can tip the scale in your favor. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800. Are you Marshall?
I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb data.
15, green, 1-5.
Unless it's about lectures, liberty.
Sam, I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds on with Liberty.
Liberty?
Liberty.
Are you hungry? Let's get some blood side now.
And some community.
Only paid for what you need. When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going. Breastream, a 3-in-1 inhaler. Better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Breastream will replace the rescue inhaler for 7 breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastream more than prescribed. Breastream may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breastream.
Welcome to Wendy's.
About 10 in front up here. The leader is the lapper. Nothing out.
Daniel Suarez is falling back. Kyle Busch is in fourth. And yes, Kyle Busch does have his old crew chief from the final few races of the season last season, and Andy Street up on the box.
Lapper stand bottom.
Looks like happy hour. And for the mountains.
It's God's biggest sale.
Clear.
30% on moving and storage until May 18th. And see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 30% at pods.com.
Bumper clear. All clear.
Starting to see a trend here, Kevin. Aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Try, test it, we like it there.
Yeah, as we see Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs right here, we're seeing those Toyotas work their way to the front. Carson Hocevar starting to fall off. You see
All clear. Nice work.
Drift to the back or drift backwards. He's still up at the top 10, but they've run down Hocevar and won't be about a matter of time before they go up.
20 green right here. 2 green.
All of a sudden, you're like, the last year here, Hocevar led the first 22 laps from the pole, but lost the lead on pit road and never led again in that race. Kyle Busch is moved on to fourth, Chris Buescher to fifth, and Christopher Bell to sixth.
They were running him down at 10th and a half to 2.5 tenths a lap. But
Buescher left, or Chase Briscoe lifted there.
15 back to the 19 now.
That was just a mistake on Briscoe's part. I think he ran up on him so fast that he didn't expect to run up on him as quick as he did. And then he got in that wing closer than he wanted instead of timing the pass up off the corner.
Hamlin in the lead. Let's go.
Exactly the opportunity that Denny Hamlin Here is Briscoe's radio.
Gotta be prepared for that.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what Larry McReynolds should do in that cutaway car. It takes all the effort of those cars. It's like the front tires come off. And that's you have to be ready for that. That's just a mistake, right? Like you gotta make sure that you know that that's something. You gotta anticipate that's going to happen. You can't try to make it all in one chunk, and ultimately it costs it not making the chance to and getting Hamlin by him and cost him the lead.
So Hamlin to the lead. Briscoe now in second. Wilson drops to third. Alwash holding in fourth. Mr. Chief Andy Street allowed us to sit in on.
We had been 2 tenths better the first couple. We were a half a tenth better right there.
Glad we got together today before the race. First off, I want to say thank y'all for welcoming me back into the program. I'm excited about the opportunity. You guys are first class, and it's the best race team I've ever worked with. Qualifying went exceptionally well. Congrats to all you guys. Good job. That's a testament to all y'all's hard work this week. The race is probably the biggest amount of cautions we'll see in a race today, all year. So be prepared for
better working 25 ring. Balance update, clean air versus traffic when you can.
We certainly appreciate getting this straight, letting us sit down on that team meeting this morning. Had a conversation with him on the 8-car of Kyle Busch as well prior to the race, and he said that qualifying effort, as good as it was, gave him a little bit of heartburn. He was worried about getting the delta on where the males in the car would need to be starting up front because they haven't done that a lot this year. Well, so far for Kyle Busch in the 8-car, that's worked out well, up 2 positions from where he started 6th, now currently running 4th, and he has been silent on the radio, guys. Good to see the old 8-ball up front right now.
Thanks, Regan. 2 Toyotas leading, 2 Camaros leading Chris Buescher's forward in the top 5. The drivers have started deep in the field and made some strong moves as this field tends to get single filed out. Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace each up 10. Josh Berry up 5 spots.
Yeah, that Ryan Blaney car is pretty darn fast, Clint. Looking at the lap times,
1.5, broke even.
He is definitely moving in the right direction. Bubba Wallace doing the same thing.
Yeah, we heard about it. I mean, he talked about it earlier in the pre-race. He just got loose and missed his qualifying lap. Only one opportunity. If he slips at least a little bit, you're right back in traffic. But if anybody can dig away out of the hole, they've seen that 12 car do it time and time again.
Suarez is down all the way back to 14.
30 second on the free side.
Your car keep turning, and that's what they're good.
Copy.
Denny Hamlin out front. He leads all drivers in laps led this season. Over 600 of them coming in.
Is that migration or is that just the whole time looking at clean air?
Eddie's, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only clean air is in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This is the place of the helpful hardware, folks.
This isn't just a motorcycle. It's an engineering miracle. A time machine. It's a good friend. It's all your friends.
33 there this
It's
time.
your inner child. And it's all the stars in the sky.
It's a highway to your final fourth.
And as America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive protects whatever it means to you.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Sorry, I can't hear anything with this thing on.
This isn't just, no, let's see this.
Does that stand for a really attractive vehicle?
It's a rock anything vehicle.
Or runway approved vehicle. I can get used to this. Toyota, let's go places.
For his Papa John's make your favorite pizza. Now we're making your favorite oven toasted sandwiches for only $7.99. The garlic sauce. Papa John's. The Barn Barn. The county's best egg.
1.4.
Here's the living smooth. With the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light. Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way. Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. Really? That's where it comes? This is Carson Hosenberg. He doesn't follow the scripts. He rewrites it. Coolest guy in Cup right now. 1 minute flat out, inches from the wall. Move out of the way. Next, Hall of Chaos, full sound. Unapologetic and a hurricane of hell yeah. All the way to victory lane.
I knew we were going to win. I really did. You never. Is this you? Yeah. My new RAV4.
Do you think RAV stands for Rugged Adventure Vehicle?
Whoa, dude. I feel like it's a ridiculous acceleration vehicle.
Isn't it the recreational activity vehicle?
I guess it could be in anything you want.
Oh yeah? What else you get? Toyota. Let's go places.
The greatest spectacle of racing is now just weeks away. The 110th Indianapolis 500. Don't miss the pageantry, tradition, and excitement of the world's biggest race. Sunday, May 24th, only on Fox. Here in Texas, Carson Hosenberg led the first 19 laps from the pole.
We are pitting this time.
Number 2 took charge, and he's been out in front for the last 14 laps.
Christopher Bell on pit road now.
Way early pit stop for Christopher Bell.
This time, I'm letting them know. Clear.
This is way on the edge of that first fuel window. Well, no, they're good to go on fuel line.
That's your mark.
It's lap 40.
Now.
I anticipated someone be coming early, and that's exactly what happened to Stevens and Christopher Bell.
Lead a little.
Briscoe's coming down.
Here comes Briscoe, his teammate. They're coming, and more of them start to come, Jamie.
That's right, the 19 was going to stay out a couple more laps, but they started seeing the teammates come in. So Jason Briscoe is a little bit tight, pretty nervous. We go, there's air pressure adjustment here.
2, 1, real quick over.
Jason Elliott and Kyle Larson in the pit lane, along with Connor Zilic, who was running in 16.
These early pit stops, easy to make mistakes.
All the way out. All green.
That's the thing that you don't want to do here in Texas, especially during these reclaim pit stops. You don't want to have a mistake. Speed.
All green. Hit your apex on the apron, leaving. Dig. Hard as you go.
Michael McDowell getting service.
This is going to draw the 11 in.
19's about 30 back. 20 back.
Jack Smith first push.
15. 10 by himself. 5, 3, 2, 1 outside. Clear.
Yep, Denny Hamlin's coming now.
Hamlin to the front end of pit road.
Yeah, as soon as Christopher Bell came to pit road, everybody else didn't want to give up that track position because they know how difficult it is to pass.
Regan.
Well, Kevin, that's exactly what happened in the pit stop here. As soon as the 20 car hit pit road, Denny Hamlin's team put their helmets on, began to get ready. That's really cornering up for Denny. Just a little bit too free when he got off front. Otherwise, it's been good.
Landing right here.
Talk to Ross Chastain because he had the stutter coming out of his pit box, so not to impede Hamlin.
Speaking of a stutter, right there in the 11, almost stalled it coming out. Keep an eye on this.
Hitting low. Outside only.
Joey Logano, Noah Gragson, and AJ Allmendinger.
And back to the 20, still outside.
I think he's going to get it, Kevin.
Clear.
It's going to be close as they merge onto the back stretch right here, but he's going to go right around him on the outside.
Once it cycles at 19, will be the leader.
Staying out a little bit later and making a mistake, a little bobble, exiting the pit box. Yeah, and ultimately that stalling the car, not stalling the car, but having those hiccups, getting out of the pit box right there, cost him the lead of the race.
So Rosenberg back to the lead. He was one of 10 cars that have not yet made this green flag pit stop as Eric Jones goes down the pit lane. Hamlin's lead before it stops, 1.4 seconds. Over the 19.
First car in front of the 19 is the leader. They're one down at the moment.
This time, the first 8 cars in Cody Ware have not yet stopped.
I'm afraid this is going to hurt the 77, Kevin. Yeah, I think as they were expecting it to come this time by, I think when you stay out that long, sometimes you give up so much lap time that you just lose track position and maybe make up a couple spots with those 2 tires. But we'll see how it works out for them. Ty Gibbs picks from second place. Chad Finch in, he's already gone a lap down. Ricky Stenhouse going off the last two, and now just the first 5 or 6 cars. Gibbs in and out. Joey Ware in. And Rosenberg continues to circulate at 30.3 seconds.
3 car blending up here.
Gibbs in and out. Joey Ware in. And Rosenberg continues to circulate at 30.3 seconds.
So 10 back to the 20.
In the low 29.
That's a lot of time. Chase Briscoe ran a 29.46 the last lap, so you're giving up 7/8 a lap.
Eating his lunch. And here he comes. That's going to hurt them. I don't like that strategy. Austin Dillon is in. And now the pole sitter and last week's winner, the 77 of Carson Hocevar, making the long run all the way down the end of pit road to his box.
As cycle 19 the leader, 37 to go.
Josh, and right across the lap 40, in the center of the corner will be 4 tires and fuel.
5 back to the 20.
It's Justin Berry, Kozlowski, and Custer on the racetrack without having stopped.
And you see Josh Berry heading to pit road right here. Same type of scenario for these guys staying out that long. You saw Chase Briscoe, he was so far ahead of Carson Hocevar.
Third lane still there. Third lane still there. Good behind him, clear. Still 5 to the
This
20.
19 team, you see Denny Hamlin start to make a little bit of ground on Chase Briscoe. He definitely has a little bit better car, but that track position will be hard.
4 to the 20.
When those cars are so even. Right now, that 3 car trying to stay on the lead lap, as you see Brad.
Much like we saw earlier.
1 back, 20 on the bottom.
Followed the 3 car in the corner, it got tight again, and
Quarter.
You're going to have to, as the leader,
Inside barely. Inside 20. Inside.
Well, you got to time it right, Clint. You
Nothing
got
out
to
back.
be able to get those runs at the right time. And sometimes you have to maintain that gap on one end of the racetrack to the other. Chase just has to get that timing right to get through this.
And green right here. 1-0 green.
So Chase
34 to go.
winner of this pit cycle. He emerges with the lead with Denny Hamlin at first corral.
Verizon Small Business Days are happening, and we're here at Patty's Diner. Ever since Patty's Mango Cheesecake went viral, business has been booming. Patty looks to find her rhythm as the plates keep moving, and the orders are not slowing down. Here comes the Verizon Business Expert, and she's getting Patty great deals on business internet,
And back to the 8.
and a free 5G phone. Nice assist. What a comeback. Verizon Small Business Days are here. Score a meeting with an expert today.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Foley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC. What'd she call her?
No, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
We actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Freeze, Tan, and Scott.
About 5.
You're fair.
I'll be around. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Does RAV stand for Remarkably Agile Vehicle? Or Raw Expendable Vehicle? Or Rapid Acceleration Vehicle? Toyota, let's go places.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours.
Christopher Bell up to the lead.
This isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved. Arby's, we have the meats. Roll again. I'm glad to get this. We go down the highway. We're the best of friends. Insisting that the world can turn out our way. Inside of the season for love. And that one, we know that the right undercar solutions.
I got the 66 large low bottom into 3. He's on the apron.
Complete repairs and grow your business. From brakes to suspension and chassis parts. Keep your car under control with NASCAR.
You want fearless? Take control. Sprint down the track and get ready for a fight. Push guy, bold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, they know the recognizable landmarks. Like that. What's wrong with going in circles?
15,
Different
green,
circles.
1-5.
Okay. And for the mountains. This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce. Arby's, we have the meat.
Saturday night, baseball night on Fox. This week, Jordan Walker looks to keep his breakout season rolling as he leads the Cards against Manny Machado and the Padres. Orioles see Mets Diamondbacks Saturday 7th, only on Fox. 50 laps completed. Texas Christopher Bell, the first driver to pit, has taken his Giants career to the lead. Now, during the break, Chase Briscoe was up front, came up on the 3 of Austin Dillon. If you see the 19 car, he's up out of the groove. He didn't hook the bottom like Denny is, and it enabled the 3 car to run that outside, get momentum.
About 12 out the back.
That lapper's going right back around him. Yeah, and he's fighting for his life to stay on the lead lap, and Briscoe tried to block it right there. But I think that the thing that I noticed is Christopher Bell has found a lane that everybody can't really run up the racetrack, and he's making some hay. Makes the pass on the bottom. Briscoe chooses wrong right there. Gets in the same lane as the 3 car. Bell goes by him, but Bell can go to the bottom, he can go to the top. He's got a very versatile car right now. Jamie?
Yeah, just talking to my team and listening to him, they were really happy with the balance overall yesterday, but so far today, they're fast, but that air is messing with them. Right up to that moment you guys just showed, he came on the radio and said, I am just breaking loose all of a sudden. Not sure what happened, and obviously, guys, I can report from down here, the wind is certainly picking up, and that's always an issue.
Go there, third lane.
It certainly is, Jamie.
Clear. Use it. By 1. By half, quarter.
Yeah, it always seems like
inside.
The same direction here, down that back straightaway, but when it starts to whip it,
and out the back to the 8.
How that car handles.
Clear.
This track has not been kind to Christopher Bell.
Momentum you by 3.
He's led more laps today, 7, than in his total Texas career. He led only 6 total. And I heard, when Kevin was just telling me, he said the word versatile. And
by 5, that's 20 green, 2 here, green stuff.
Find the way around them, find the clean air, and that's a versatile dirt racer. And that's the part that keeps you getting hung up in traffic here. And the thing about Christopher Bell right now, we kind of talked about what he needs to do. He's kind of been inconsistent. They've had some bad luck. They've, through the years, kind of taken the days that probably thought that they should win or run in a certain position and then have a mistake. You can't do that in this point system. I think they have a car fast enough to be able to race for the championship and do exactly what he's doing today. As we watch Denny Hamlin
barely clear.
Chase Briscoe
and line quarterback. 4 car right here has been really bleak.
That 3 car has been he's had a tough pass. He's been a tough pass as both these guys have kind of taken a swing at it.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe's car is just more aero sensitive.
Briscoe's car just hasn't taken off on this new
by 7.
He said on the radio, very loose. Hold on to that car, the 19. Behind him, Kyle Busch holding in 4th. After a good stop, and Chris Buescher 5th.
Maybe all Kyle Busch just needed was a competent crew chief.
Right at the bottom of our street right there, Kyle Busch is actually driven almost to the back bumper of that 19.
Clear by 1, by 1.5. Use your exit, you're good. All clear.
Came out of the pit stop cycle in 7.
Heavy traffic up here in front of Bale. Going to be 20 to go. 2-0 to get here.
Yeah, we talked off the top of the race about Daniel Suarez and how they knew they had some speed after practice, but they were struggling with the handling, but the speed is not there either. Suarez coming over the radio complaining about that car, and then recently came over complaining about vibration in that 7 car. The team said we're going to have to ride it out, but let us know if it gets worse. Jamie?
One man who is on a mission going in the right direction is the team over right.
to 19.
Up to 13th already. That's 18 spots better than where he started today. It was interesting talking to his crew chief, Jonathan Hasbro, this morning. You know, he reminded me Penske Racing has struggled on mile-and-a-half tracks. He said, however, a few weeks ago, we got to be part of the test at Chicagoland Speedway. That's another mile-and-a-half. He said, we actually learned something. We were able to apply to our setup today, so they weren't too concerned about it. They just didn't want to get too tight, so that his car could move forward, and that's exactly what they're doing.
He started 31st, and he running in 14th after the first round of pit stops here. Bottom of your screen, Corey Heim 19th, Daniel Suarez
3 back to the bottom, 19.
They still have 31 cars on
2
the
back.
lead lap after Shane Van Gisberger. After
Still 2.
59 of 80 laps in stage 1, Christopher Bell out front in Texas.
Clear by 1. By 1. Finisher Ben, you're clear. Your exit clear.
Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper
1 back,
Zero
97.
Sugar?
Yes.
Okay. To tell you the truth, we can take a lead these drivers.
8 back to the 19.
The bragging rights, the robot, because only the thing is for every Ford driver to feel this.
About 10 out the back. Need 15 to go. 1-5 when you get here. You guys have been shifting out of 2 when they get bogged down in traffic. $30 green here. 30 green this time.
Giant sparkling are still in 3 delicious flavors for just $2.99 each. And selling refreshers.
I used to struggle with head, but now I use head and shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in head and shoulders nourishes your scalp and stops roots where they start, leaving your scalp healthy, flake-free. #1 dermatologist recommended brand Head and Shoulders.
19. Still there. Still out there. Drag him at the right spot.
Celebrate men and women's sacrifice and commitment makes our pursuit possible. Together,
Still there. Still there. Clear by half. Clear. Use it. Clear. 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 Half. Quarter. Protect bottom. Protect bottom. Protect bottom. Outside barely. Outside. Still up there. 3 back to the 19. Get low, 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 low. Up right here. Watch the 20 right here. Watch the 20. Watch him coming across. You're good here. Nice job.
How's your balance there? Not bad. Little bit, good 1 and 2. Little bit tight max load. Obviously, with that big traffic, it probably would be fine here.
Let's see.
Yeah, copy. This is probably.
Oh, a little squirrely. Bell up the track.
well, they're admiring each other. They got a long lap track in front of them.
Breath here. Hydrate for me.
Kind of unorthodox run on the bottom again. We saw that on the weekend.
Still got a lot of grass down low here on the front.
Yesterday. Makes it hard to pass. Yeah, and you see the reverse. Yeah, it's reverse right there. Is the 6.
Oh,
Oh, no. They clipped Bell. Bell's already out.
Bell around. Into the wall.
Contact back in turn number 4. And at lap 69, we have the first caution of the day. Todd Gilliland, who went spinning. And Christopher Bell with a pretty solid impact. Yeah, he's a big fella.
Well, that might have just broke the tolling on the 20.
And just the car spinning, just barely clipped it right there. Turned him around.
Before the yellow come out, the issue through 3 and 4 was that him being.
Dang, I feel bad for Christopher Bell, man. Man, this season for him has just been full of bad luck.
Anyway, next load.
Oh yeah, Bell's cooked.
That tire whirling around the right foot is not going to do any good as Bell tries to get him to pit road.
And it's really just kind of the way that his whole season has gone so far. Think back to Kansas and being in a position to win that race. Yeah. Off the turn 2, coming back to the checkered flag, crashing, doing the terrible.
Got to clean up on the bottom of turn 3. He's rolling there. Now he's working his way up.
5 races, Bell has finished outside the top 15.
Well, let's watch it again. We see the car get side,
Open,
raise
Gale,
up
open.
on the high lean.
Bring it to
Tries
us
to
here.
get the gas. It does.
Do not
Keep it
pass
up.
the pace car.
Brings it down. It just
Don't make it
barely
slow. There we
clips Bell. Turns
More
it
time
right
on the
head on into the wall. And Bell is in just such an awkward spot right there. You got Denny Hamlin below him, racing for the lead. See him coming down the racetrack, but you can only turn it so hard down the racetrack before it'll just spin out.
8 green. 8 green. Second 8 green here.
Let's watch from the number 20.
Ten away. Now 5, 3, 2, 1. Slow straight on the brake.
So frustrating.
It happens quick.
All the way out, all the way out. One lane, outside, one outside. Just manage your right side, manage your right side. There.
Wow.
All 4 below here.
Both ends. Pretty well beat on.
Denny's already back at the point, so record before stage 1 right here. Devastating point-wise.
Larry, we're going to have 10 laps to go on pit road. I hope that's what we're going to see. Yeah, we've been well over 20 laps since.
Yep, Bell's done for.
That's correct. 2 on those guys. Everybody else is 4 behind us there. Those guys are obviously thinking about coming back, I'm sure.
Here come most all the lead lap cars to pit road. 10 to go in the stage. Jamie?
You already are.
And
Stay
Chase
here as
Briscoe,
he rolls to give the margin.
from second, led his first laps ever at Texas earlier, led 4 laps there. He pulls it to a stop in his box, very loose earlier as we record. Said the bumps have really been affecting him as well. Air pressure.
Around you here, coming outside.
Kyle Busch just a little bit too tight this run. I think he damaged the right front some, and adjustment for that. Denny Hamlin, a little tight in next load. Josh. For Chris Busch, he's been on both sides.
Also far in the first off.
I thought we were ahead. It was bad.
There is the race off pit road. 5 cars stayed out, led by Eric Jones and Ricky Stenhouse. Todd Gilliland goes spinning and collects race leader Christopher Bell.
Working top of the black over here too.
We've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local place has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling features, you'll have everything you'll need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, we can leave in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about that, Junior. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
I customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, don't Junior keep writing like this.
Alright, so as of right now, it has 5 stay out. 43, 47, 1, 16, 42. Then the 77 and 60 are on right, so we're P8 right here.
But it doesn't have to be. Easily track your workouts, lower your A1C with a freestyle brain plus sensor. This is progress. Try for free. The 8500 doesn't have a red card. It has bricks. Real metal, dirt, and 114 years of history. Still using the 40 build shop chair? Aren't you tired of the discomfort of back pain? The days of awful chairs are over. Meet the Viper chair, America's #1 rated chair, made right here for you. The Viper chair glides over any surface with large industrial grade castings. Immediate wood backrest with a perfectly angled backrest. And sit comfortably for hours on a thick durable seat. The sturdy metal base provides stability and prevents stiffness. Trusted by the best, Viper chairs are designed for every challenge, bottom lift, detail, or anything else that wants to be compromised. So stop wasting your money on cheap services and get yourself a Viper chair.
All right, man, coming back to choose P8. P8, our straight up number is 4. The top 5 stage, it'll be 6 to go when you get it. So think about where you want to be for leverage with the guys on older tires. Straight up number is 4.
Next week, NASCAR heads to the rolling hills of western New York for its second road course of the season at Watkins Glen. Parker kicks off the action on Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on FS2, followed by the Truck Series, racing at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Then,
stay off the box here from the computer.
on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern on the Cedar.
Leader bottom, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 19 and 9 with you, 8 and 54 to the bottom.
On your pile there stayed out and did not stop. Race in 6th and 7th took 2 tires each. All those drivers hoped for stage race just no less from that.
Yeah, these are the types of situations where your car gets torn up because you have the variance in speed from the guys that are at the front of the pack, the guys on the tire strategy, all the 4-tire cars back in the middle. But look, there's points on the line here in a short amount of time at the end of this stage. So good opportunity for some of these guys to have points in stage 1 here.
And nothing but the Corvette pace car in front of the Advent Healthcare of Eric Jones, who is our leader now. Brian Lane, pit road. What happened? Well, Will fell off the bus, but I think this time I take.
All right, man, be 6 here, right here, 6. We'll go blue down, in line, blue line. Start 10 right. 5 away. Ready, stacking. Green. 19, quarter all due with stuff from the 9. Keep the 19, keep the 19. In line. Stay right. Got back up here to the mid, your middle. 4 wide, 2 in.
Wow.
4 wide. Middle 3. They're high. Top 3 here, top 3.
You guys nailed it right there. Just talked to the team, and they said he got it stuck in gear trying to exit the box, and that was the problem. He took it all on himself. So now today we're going to have to see him do it again. It's a 3-7.
Well, almost glad to see that because the pit crew changes that have been made have been very positive these last 2 weeks.
Clear.
Coach Gibbs has worked Christopher well out of the race.
Dang, man. That is brutal.
Inside now, 24 inside. Clear low.
Really hard to run that high up on the racetrack with where that bump is on the turn 4.
Speaking of racing,
outside 60, don't lose.
It's going to get wild staging. It'll be 6 laps to the end of the stage.
Still there.
Green flag waves.
Here we go.
Still there, you and him. 9 cars got to run. Still outside. 9 cars splitting him.
Jones, Ricky Stenhouse.
Middle.
Chastain and Allmendinger. 4 wide, Briscoe way out
middle
the
again,
inside.
middle.
Nemechek fading, that's why
Middle.
they get 4 wide. Ooh.
Yeah, it's so hard on those old tires. Once you get shoved in the middle
Still
of the
mid
pack
tight,
like that,
17,
just
squeezing,
front end
shoving
is
you
not
out here.
much
Still
turn.
mid,
You see a
still
back
mid.
for the lead right
Oh,
here.
Stenhouse still lives.
See that car on the outside?
They're high, inside only, inside only.
With the wrong angle, goes way up the racetrack, and Eric Jones drives on.
3 out back. They're 3 wide. Should be a run. Just you and him.
Side of Allmendinger for third. Wow,
Still there.
it's too close down there.
Clear.
You see when that one car moved down and took the weight, took the air off those cars, they all scattered.
Need 2 to go right here. The one bleeding the hardest, the orange one. 2 more here, too.
Just 2 tires, but it hasn't seemed to slow his march back toward the front. Everybody coming on new tires now.
1 back on the bottom.
Denny Hamlin stuck right there behind the 60 car Brian Priest. He's lost a whole bunch of ground to Chase Briscoe. Ty Gibbs is
still 1 to the 2.
His lane has not been favorable to him on this last restart.
And that's holding up Chase Elliott and everybody behind him.
Half to the 2. Quarter. Inside barely.
Inside. To go. Stage 1.
1 more right here. 1 more. Inside.
Yeah, he is.
Still down here.
He's still losing spots right there. You can see Chase Elliott making 3 wide.
Still there with 2.
Austin Cindric now on the bottom 3 wide. So Denny
Just the 1 if you get there.
on this restart.
Cindric to the inside.
Still there. Bumper clear.
Top lane Gibbs.
Yeah, just not working out for Ryan Priest with the strategy that they had on this restart.
Green checkered right here. Roll out, stay for it.
He's faded to 15.
Look at this.
Fucking son of a bitch. Fucking caught every time. Wrong spot.
Oh, Bush almost got turned.
Still a bunch of laps left.
Cars are so edgy right there through that trial. William Byron just into the back bumper in the wrong spot of the 8 car trying to help push him by.
And the 9 of Chase Elliott now in the final point position. Coming to 1 to go, they're going to be 3 wide. It's going to be a Hendricks.
Oh, Byron almost got in the wall.
Wow.
You got to be so careful with those cars when they get that close. That inside car, sometimes it'll just pull them into the door of the outside car. But they got away with it right there, Mike.
Chastain now in the 10th and final point position. And Hamlin, we're going to battle for it.
And Eric Jones is going to win stage 1.
4 in front of us that will pitch 43, 77, 47. So it should be P6.
Second, Stenhouse Gibbs, Briscoe the first 5, Bush, Allmendinger, Elliott, Byron, and Denny Hamlin score stage points.
Welcome.
With that Jones boy out in front of the field.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trilogy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trilogy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours.
We are green.
Special flare-ups. Once daily Trilogy also includes food, so you can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trilogy will replace the rest of the inhaler for
Shade.
breathing
Wait
problems.
for a second. Dog leg on the wall.
Can you hear me all right?
Trilogy may increase your risk
Huh?
of throat, and
Can you hear me all right? Yeah. All right. Good deal.
Wet stains. So I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from on the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Oh, smokes. You don't look so good, boss.
Tell me about it. It's a real inferno down here, and I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? That keeps heavenly. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings? Wings?
Red Bull gives you wings.
I would go outside the motorhome because I always like to hear the crowd reaction. That is a crowd reaction I haven't heard since, I haven't heard it in a long time. But when Dale Jr. would be in an Xfinity race or a Busch Series race, and I was there watching, the crowd reaction for Cletus McFarland was unbelievable this weekend. Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Bowen. Subscribe to Speed on Fox, on YouTube, Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. 82 laps, stage one complete, waiting for pit road to open. Jamie?
Christopher Bell has been checked and released. Wrong place at the wrong time, leading this race, and you got collected. Another bad luck race here. How do you describe just the disappointment?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, but I'm just, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I get to drive really fast race cars. Thankful that I got to lead laps today. Thankful that I get to carry the Ream colors, drive for Joe Gibbs Racing. And yeah, I was a couple feet away from having a great day. But yeah, it's going to turn around at some point.
See you, Watkins, then. Mike?
Thanks, Jamie. Tough break for one of the fastest cars here.
It's so tough when you get in those streaks, and I'll have all those things happen, and just to keep your confidence up. So, hate it for Christopher Bell.
Speaking of confidence, look at this guy right here. Busch has more laps run in the top 5 today than the last 11.
All right. I said this earlier in the stream, but maybe all that Kyle Busch needed was just a competent crew chief.
Yeah.
Ricky Stenhouse from 22nd, 25th, all got some stage points. So they were having a mediocre day at best, and why not just take a chance and
Those four, I thought, with only the 77 stage. Took 2 tires last round, obviously, but it was probably enough fuel he could make it to the window.
Who's on board with AJ.
It's so tough when you get in those streaks and have all those things happen, and just to keep your confidence up. So,
Free pass coming about 7 or 8 back.
Look at this guy right here. Busch has more laps run in the top 5 today than the last 11 mile-and-a-half races combined. Got his stage points. It's been cleared back to Atlanta, our second race since he's had stage points.
Well, that was a great call from a lot of angles. 43 of Eric Jones stayed out from 18th. Ricky Stenhouse from 22nd. Allmendinger from 25th. All got some stage points. So they were having a mediocre day at best. And why not just take a chance and stack some stage points on right now? Obviously, they're going to lose track position right here, but at least you got something to show for us.
Celsius on board with AJ Allmendinger, who will pick from 7th position. Mr. Road is over. Stenhouse, Allmendinger.
A lot of cars coming up the road right here.
Yeah, the roads are going to need an adjustment here. No drinks and pushing cars in which they track along the pit lane.
One car that is on pit lane right there, you see in the middle of the screen, is Kyle Larson. We haven't talked about him at all today, Clint, but usually we're talking about how fast he is right here. He's
At Laguna Seca. What a move. He also started burnouts that made him popular. After losing both legs in a race car crash, he came back and was a multiple Paralympian champion. Chip Ganassi said it best. Alex didn't just overcome adversity, he redefined what was possible. He passed away this week at 59.
Seconds left in the World Cup final. The U.S. is set for the fourth. Do you believe in miracles?
To dream the impossible dream. To fly the unbelievable before. To reach every different soul.
told you we'd win.
He still does. Oh, no, he's not.
Now the Texas stores across the state are healthier.
What? You think the U.S. is going to win the World Cup? Make it happen. Never mind. What? You don't believe in miracles?
I'm Miles Penn, founder and finding a pair of jeans that looks good and feels comfortable all day is such a mess. So we created patented technology that makes you 8% more accurately than a tailor using just your phone's camera. And now we've invented the Invisistretch waistband, designed to preserve the look of classic jeans while invisibly stretching for amazing comfort. Get custom jeans for just $79 right now. Download the N-Tailor app on iOS and Android. Most clothes use just 1 or 2 measurements, but N-Tailor's custom clothes use 7 or more measurements to give you a perfect fit. Getting measured takes less than 30 seconds, and N-Tailor offers free returns and free shipping. Whether you go so big or so small, we'll fit you. Jeans, suits, shirts, and more. Ship directly from our master tailors to you. Download the N-Tailor app on iOS and Android, or visit ntailor.com.
What should I eat? Well, this does spike my sugar levels.
The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time. Libre assists and help guide food choices. This is progress. Try for free freestylelibre.us.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the Big Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Wait, and it still comes with vodka, chips, and salsa, and the vodka stream? Oh, fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
86 laps completed. The season's 2 first-time winners are at the front of the field. Carson Hocevar and Ty Gibbs. Here's how long
Holy shit, that's cursed.
drivers to score their first Cup
Hoseball and Gibbs.
91 for Hocevar, 141 for Ty Gibbs.
All right, leaders are linked. Big screen.
And as Gibbs' score starts later, the second win came. How long will it be for Gibbs or Hocevar?
Yeah, usually once you knock that barrier over, you're able to make it happen.
Green.
Yeah, and you guys, Kyle Larson is just going in the wrong direction. The sets is so tight, nothing to lean on but the rear wheels. They've been working on every stop. They started out with air pressure, didn't really move the needle. So 2 stops ago, they made a right rear wedge adjustment. It helped a little bit. So they just made a left rear wedge adjustment to try to help that grip. That's what he's lacking, is he's back. Going to restart in 25th.
He'll restart 25th, but he was the 8th car off pit road because the first 17 cars all pitted at lap 70 and they stayed out. So the first car with 4 fresh tires is Eric Jones in 18th place, who won stage 1.
All right, ready for the second stage.
45 on the field, top behind, still out there.
45 Hocevar inside, Ty Gibbs outside.
Green flag, back out.
Okay. You in the 24. 2 back to the 2 with no run.
Right around the 77 based upon his tire advantage. So see if that happens.
Still there.
Chase Briscoe going to get a huge run on both of these cars.
Even. 2 behind each of the 2.
That's going to. We've seen that with Briscoe before. That was an arrow block, and that was more like cinder block. Yeah, that was a big block.
Blocking is huge part of what we do.
Here comes Briscoe.
77 car with a 2-tire disadvantage, you have to do that. You better be bold and keep a hold of this clean air as long as you possibly can. You get fired in traffic, you are finished.
Yeah, he's hanging in there a lot better than I expected him to. But I think that cycle on the tires probably made things a little more even than what it would have been compared to stickers. So
I still think it's going to be short-lived, but the longer he can hold on to it and keep this clean air, the better it'll be longer.
That stopped at 7 minutes during the first caution. The difference
24 is wrecking behind you. It's still green. Cost you save here.
only took 2.
just barely not able to clear Carson Hosevar right there. You see the side draft take effect, and that car drive right back by.
Oh, slid up a little bit.
Oh, game's lost.
Gets hit the bump, guard got loose, and Briscoe's around him.
And it happens that fast. You just have one moment here with all the throttle that you carry, the speed. When you have to get that little bit of up, it makes it look like you just slam on the brakes.
There's the fight for fifth place. Kyle Bushman and Chris Busher.
Whatever you can do.
Those two, Chevy and Ford, have been going at it all day.
Yep, tornado.
And they're the only Chevys and the Fords that have been consistently up front, too, to your point.
Obviously,
Oh, no.
Barely a run.
and everybody gets one.
That was close. Man, it's a great thing that he didn't have that car go back up the racetrack. That could have been a massive wreck, Mike.
Or a good thing he didn't go all the way through the grass because it has.
Dang it, and William Byron's the one in my fantasy lineup.
O'Reilly car is already this weekend.
But he looks like he's fine, though.
Yeah.
Byron got by with one there. Third caution flag. Left 93.
Open, Gil. Open. Bring it to us. Tornado's a call.
Family and onboard cam for William Byron. Boy, he came around right in front of half the field.
Not to see much like
That was almost a bit wet.
in the vicinity of
Yeah.
this bump, Kevin.
You'll
The
be
bump
clear
is
in
the
here.
tunnel.
You'll pull on for the
You
17th.
see him up here in the front of your screen.
And
Actually, the tunnel's back there, but it could see the car's already sideways.
Green.
Yeah,
I think it's probably because of that bump.
Yeah, what'll happen is you'll go through that bump, and as it rebounds out of the bump and starts to come up in the air, that car will
Oh,
get off the ground.
Oh, my.
lucky. Oh, my.
Logano barely missed him.
Four out, but almost identical to Todd
two,
Dillon's wreck.
one.
Being up the racetrack,
Let's
hit
break.
the bump, and that car just
Going
snapped
on the
around.
jack here. Going on the
He
jack.
was running in 7th place.
Now go clear all lane. One lane. This is the 45 up here. This is the 45. Smart line there.
And you can see right
Good
there
job
when,
there,
when
avoiding
he
that.
bottomed out in the
You
seat,
had
you
asked
see
me
his
like to
body
be more
go down,
aggressive.
and that
It
car
was only
spins
going to
right
be
around
3
just in
tenths to
time.
4 tenths of a difference.
This
The
caution
tires
is
were
exactly
just
for the
doing
leader
fuel on me, so I
Hosevar
felt
what
like the
he
right
needed.
tires
Let's
were
get these
working.
2 tires off now to reestablish for these
It's
guys.
also what everybody needed that just pitted. Jamie?
Yeah, they were going back and forth on the radio for Chase Briscoe. They're right on the edge of the fuel window when they wanted to come in and pit.
Oh, I think.
Yes, right.
Wait,
Oh.
Logano has damage? What?
Back it up. Trouble down here for Chase Briscoe.
Regan.
Like the night car chase, we see him exiting pit road right now. That car swerving to take off. But
Oh,
they made it better on that most
shit.
recent run.
The 88 and the 4 overshot their pit. There's damage there. Is that Logano?
That's Logano right there. He ran into the back of Cole Custer, who was checking up to let the 54 out of his pit box, and that left hit him.
So the left
Wow.
towed way out, too. I think it's got a totally broke.
Yeah, Logano's cooked.
Yeah.
There's Custer in blue, red, and yellow, the Andes colors.
Wow, that's big.
Unable to
Oh, my goodness.
Like a relentless speed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection,
So some of those
symptoms,
guys
or need a vaccine.
who had no choice.
Break away
This
with
caution will
Tremfya.
probably allow them to make it, so that's why some of them did not
Ask
get
your
up front.
doctor about Tremfya today.
For what I'm looking at here, I still think there's a couple that are going to be front Spartans. They're going to wait on another caution. I'll make it.
No, you need to watch the other money. I don't see.
P16 your number 8.
Kids are so expensive these days.
I had 7 cars stay, with just a few laps on their tires.
I'll be around to do business with you. Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Number still
The right money moves aren't as
50-50
absurd as you
on
think.
the
NASCAR
8.
Earn the drivers. Sign up for the free NASCAR
Leader bottom 1, 2, 3.
Guys, how frustrating is it to find a great pair of jeans? They never have the right color, style, or size. Too tight here, too loose there, too long here. I have the perfect solution for you. M. Taylor Custom Jeans. Stop spending hours trying stuff on. Download the free M. Taylor app on iOS or Android. Standard jeans use just 2 measurements. M. Taylor Custom Jeans use 7 different measurements to give you the perfect fit. Design your own custom jeans for just $79. Choose from hundreds of styles, delivered right to your door. Download the M. Taylor app. M. Taylor measures you digitally and is 20% more accurate than a professional tailor, all from home.
It was so easy to be measured by intake. It took less than 30 seconds. This is definitely my favorite pair of jeans. They fit perfectly.
To get custom jeans, shirts, or suits, your phone can measure you right now with free shipping and a money-back guarantee at just $79. Get your new favorite pair of jeans today. M. Taylor, available now on the Apple App Store, Android, and mtaylor.com.
Welcome back to Texas, where a single car spin with a firing leads to 3 different calamities on pit road. First, by Larson Chase Briscoe.
And this is what happens when you have 2 tires, cars coming out of the pit boxes so quick. Oh, that hit harder than I thought.
Want to go as well?
Right front is definitely hurt on the 19.
Yeah, that car's in big trouble.
Next, Joey Logano and Cole Custer. Cole Custer trying to let the 54 out of his box, but look at Custer. Not quite close enough to even get into his pit. And now you're going to ride along with the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam and Logano.
Oh.
And the third incident, Denny Hamlin gets locked in. By Connor Zillage, who ends up overshooting his pit and having to
47. I don't think we make it. Maybe the 47 the closest, playing for another caution.
Let's listen first to Logano.
And I think we're 7th of the guys who just pitted there.
Now you're starting to hear some of the frustration.
Here's Logano's view of the spin earlier.
He's going to resume speed coming green here.
I guess too many stops at the luck bank.
Yeah, well, he survived at 175 miles an hour, and then down that pit road at about 35, completely tore the left front off. And in those moments, in the driver's seat, you're trying to navigate everything, looking forward, looking in your mirror. All happened pretty fast. I'm not sure if he was
Everybody's rolling.
looking in his mirror.
We see it on the tires. Some taking 4 tires, it leads to
Quarter review out back.
I'm going to even add to it. You have a lot of drivers like Michael McDowell, Sidney,
Bottom 3.
Mayor Chastain, Jones doing fuel
One
up.
outside.
So you have all
One
kinds of
outside.
agendas, quick pit stops that
Just
time.
going.
That led to a lot of that.
19 split.
For Joey Logano this season has been
Middle.
way up
Middle.
or way down. He's the defending winner of this race, goes off on
Low.
a duck.
All clear.
And look at those finishes. Top to bottom.
It's so sports humbly, isn't it?
About the time you think you're on the top, you wind up trying to figure out how to even
All clear here.
get
Use
back
your
on
exit.
track to finish the race. Right now, that's where that 22 team is, unfortunately.
And he'll probably fall
One
out
out
of chase
back.
contention. He was 15th coming in.
And green flag back out.
Back to green.
And this is exactly how this racetrack gets unraveled. You've got no tires, 4 tires, 2 tires.
One back
Watch this.
43. Still
Corey
23.
Heim and Zane Smith. The yellow and green car off front did not stop under this caution flag.
Still there, 23. Still there, half a lane. Still there, half a lane.
Brad Keselowski trying to take advantage.
43.
Yeah, and you're so right, Click. I mean, you look at this field right now with the way that everything is mixed up in the front, all the cars that have been up front in the back, and cars that have been split up on here. This is exactly in line with everything that's happened at this track over the last several years. But who that Corey Heim on their bingo card to be leading the race?
Well, I like the strategy. They stayed. They were the first of 7 cars that stayed out, including Zane Smith, Keselowski, Stenhouse, Daniel Suarez, Nemechek, and Riley Hurst all stayed out for track position.
They need this thing to get spread out here and run green. It gets some laps under the belt to get reestablished of kind of where you're going to run for the speed in your race cars. When it jumbles up the field like this, all hell breaks loose.
Before the first 5 just ran their personal fastest lap.
All right, let's get ready to say Corey Heim just ran 28.92. Second place Keselowski ran his fastest lap. So these cars have speed, and they're learning a lot about their race cars up in the front right now.
But in the back, caution waves.
Ty Gibbs.
Up into the wall in turns 3 and 4. It's Ty Gibbs. Trouble on the right front.
Just looks like he has a tire down.
Yeah, he does.
Right there.
That and I saw him winning and but then
On this or the previous caution because the car's running.
But this is what happens. This is what happens when that field gets mixed up like that. You have instances where you're trying to get by cars, forcing the issue, and it looks like right here, it's going to put an end to Ty Gibbs' day.
So Corey Heim, part-time driver for Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's team, 23:11, has the Xfinity fastest lap of the race. Just set 2 laps ago, and Brad Keselowski also set his personal best on that lap. Hocevar, early in the race, ran his quickest lap.
Got to clean up the truck.
Back in lap 2.
Wall and the restart zone almost stopped.
All right, let's see what happened to Ty Gibbs.
You can see him back here in the back. I think he got help, Kevin. I can't tell who's the car behind him, but I think it might be Ryan Priest.
Yeah, he definitely got into the back of it for sure.
And that's a product. All right, he lost that track position. I just said, man, he was just running up front when he got sideways, hit that bump earlier, and continuing for the lead, the point spot. Gets Meyer back in traffic with a 4-tire stop, and now he's in the pits with a junk race car.
Another signal car caution seems to be the hallmark of the Texas Motor Speedway.
20 back coming at you.
A little damage on the nose of Priest's car.
Back coming outside.
Probably got green paint on him.
These caution laps are helping those cars that stayed out make it to the end on fuel. I don't see anybody pitting here.
Well, that's what you hope so. When you stay out on the racetrack like that, caution, please. I need to save some gas.
There's a Celsius can of A.J. Allmendinger. Having a run here today. He's 15.
When the All-Stars come to town, you don't stay home. On May 15th through 17th, you've gathered the crew, you pack the cooler, you make it a monster weekend. Tailgates, free fan zone fun, and the NASCAR All-Star Race at Dover Motor Speedway. This is the weekend everyone talks about. Get your tickets today at DoverMotorspeedway.com or call 800-441-RACE.
It starts with selfies. Feel looking feel good about it. I'm going to need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Don't Control starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to see. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do at 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life of, and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. But as long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing of this Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
17.
Denny's, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome to Lindy's. Let's go, Roy.
4.
Orla exhaust is a pipeline between driver and machine. That stadium concert sound absorbs into your chest, your shift hand, your soul. You are in the zone, fully connected.
43 with you, 23 bottom.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. As long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing of this Silverado or $7,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Plus, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
The fastest racing on earth, it's the racing capital of the world. Alex Palou looks to continue his dominance in a 14-turn IMS road course. It's the final race before the 500, Saturday, 4:30 Eastern. On Fox from Indianapolis.
161 total to go, and you get it 59
Let's go to Harris Center, Jamie Lane.
Joey Logano's been checked and released. He avoided the on-track incident over 180 miles an hour. And on pit road, 35 miles an hour.
Out of the way,
Taken
pretty
out of
quick
this
last
race.
time. Ready. Green.
Trying to do 2 tires and that whole field passed you because it messed up so fast at 2 tires and it's checked up in front and stopped and you're trying to get up out of the way and it just stopped. There was nothing I could get to do. I couldn't stop in time, so it's been a tough year, Jamie, to say the least. But we're proud of the speed we had today. This kind of tire Mustang had good speed, speed capable of going up there and running the other end of that long run there into the stage. We were one of the best, if not the best car. Just makes it hurt even more, to be honest with you, but glad we had speed at least. And all I can do is keep digging, go to the next one.
Thanks, Joey.
So this is the 3rd mile-and-a-half track we've been on this year. At Las Vegas and Kansas, there were no DNFs who did not finish. And already in the garage, Logano, Custer, and Bell for the on-track incident. Logano and Custer for that pit road collision. Heim and Keselowski up front for the restart.
Yeah, that last run, you see that quick lap time that Corey Heim laid down and gets another good restart right now. So he's looking like a cat's pajamas out front. Looking good.
Suarez battling for second. That battle's over.
You're not getting off the hook with that, Kevin. We'll come back to that later because we've got some chaos going on.
Belly outside Stenhouse for 5th.
Yeah, and you see just in the middle of the pack where everything is still mixed up at the front. Everything's a little smooth, but in the middle right here, see most of our Denny Hamlin. I don't know if they made contact, but they definitely both had to check up.
Definitely got squeezed off the 2, and then they squeezed Jones getting into 3. You got to keep your elbows up. You lose positions in this dirty air like this, you can't get them back very hard.
That's back in 16th place.
And you got to do all you can do on these restarts to gain as much as you can, because as they get thrown out, the amount of cars that you need to pass and the time that it takes to pass it just keeps going up as you run throughout the day, and the field spreads out. So when they're all packed up like that, you want to try to capitalize on as many spots as possible.
Side by side for 5th, side by side for 7th.
I hear you there, Kevin, but I think you need to take a deep breath. Slow things down a little bit. let this race come back to you. Adversity is going to be a big part of what I'm seeing today in Texas.
That's what Chase Briscoe is doing. He restarted 14th. He is already up to ninth.
Yeah, I was really worried about that 19 car. It looked like that right front fender had damage, but it doesn't seem to have affected his car that much.
Good, yep. Still there. Clear, clear, clear.
Even check inside a Busher. That's for 7th place. And Tyler Reddick back up challenging for the top 10.
There you go, Mike. You finally said his name today. We haven't said it since we introduced him in the starting lineup. They just have a great knack right now, keeping themselves in the race, surviving the chaos, continue to work on their car, and he'll be relevant when that is over, most likely.
I'll tell you another name we haven't said all day is Chase Elliott, this number 9 card. New life, clean air, got through all these circumstances, and now we've got the clean air. We can flex some muscle and see what we're made out of.
And Larry Chase just ran his fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, and he's doing something a little bit strange.
I would say flex some muscle and see.
Chase is using a ton of brake, a lot more than Hyman Suarez getting into 1 and 2, and he's using brake getting into 3, which Suarez and Hyman is not using brake. But yeah, Chase using a lot of brake both ends of the racetrack.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just to set that nose, Clint, to keep the thing, the front tires loaded up. And I don't know that you want to do that too long with the heat and everything, but it's definitely an option as you go here, because a lot of times these cars, you make the speed getting into the corner further, set the front end, and then drive on.
And that can go both ways. If you're loose into the corner, you can use brakes to keep the car loaded up with the chassis rather drive line, and helps it not be so loose in.
Ty Gibbs, who just brought out the most recent caution, has just taken his car to the garage. Let's check with Josh on the leader.
Well, that third start of the season for Corey Hines, some strategy play to get up front, getting some valuable experience in terms of restarting on the front row. Got to do 2 of those, came over the radio, told the team, hey guys, let me know where the guys are making speed behind me so I know where I need to run. But pretty cool, with all the drivers in 2311, Michael Jordan is in his pit box right now during this race, and he called this car the best one he's had in his Cup starts, and he's making the most of it right now up front.
Aligned with last year's Truck Series champion, he has 25 wins in the Craftsman Truck Series, 5th all time. This is his 3rd of 12 Cup Series starts that he will make this year. And somebody's going to have to find a place for the
I'm just going to say this right now. If Corey Haim somehow wins this race, then Herbst has to go. I mean, Haim's already ready.
He should have put Hyman to C5 this one and kept Herbst out.
Sorry, keep the boat parked. We're going to the racetrack. We need you, buddy. He is a good luck charm. He shows up, they go to victory lane.
36 complete in stage 2, which will end at lap 165. Corey Haim, 2 seconds up on Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, and Brad Keselowski.
Still there, you have 4 out back.
Is this you? Yeah, my new RAV4. Do you think RAV stands for Rugged Adventure Vehicle?
Still there. Still there.
Whoa.
Still there. Clear, barely. Clear, music, clear.
Isn't it a recreational activity vehicle?
Clear, all clear.
I guess it could mean anything you want. Oh yeah? What else you got? Toyota. Let's go.
Last 2 to the middle.
Mom, I got it.
About 1 in line. Clear him.
Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Still there.
Xfinity. Imagine that.
Still up there barely.
Hello?
Clear.
Homelberg in 85 lives here?
Half back in line.
The absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys, apples and peanut butter?
Who's this parts of AT&T Wireless and Home Internet?
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice to me.
Bush guy, cold and smooth survival skills.
Great work, man.
If red touches yellow, it'll kill a fella. But if blue touches white,
43
it's
to go to safety.
white. And for the melons. Kubota Orange Days is here, where you can turn dream projects into reality. Now through June, get select compact tractors with 0% financing available or save up to $5,500. Sale ends soon. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Celebration of life, liberty, and the pursuit of speed. Together with Coca-Cola, NASCAR salutes.
Third cover is brought to you by Goodyear. Legends aren't born, they're proven. 145 laps to go. We are halfway through stage 2. Corey Heim leading Chase Elliott by 2 seconds. A little concerned about Chase Briscoe, who was 9th but has faded now to 12th from the last couple of laps. And now turn number 2 is slowed down the back straightaway 2 laps ago. Now, the big question, who can make it to the end of this stage? Here's some radio from Big Brad Keselowski.
40 to go. 40 here to go to station.
We are, the 67 is the one that for sure is probably the 42 and 32. Copy. And since Briscoe slowed down, yeah, we saw this earlier. Thought he checked up off of turn 2, but you see it happening again right now. And we know that car has some right front damage from that pit stop accident. So it looks okay through turns 3 and 4. Just wonder if it keeps getting tight on the exit of turn 2 right here. But I think it's got the rubs. I think the fenders on the tire. I don't see any Goodyear lettering on that right front. But you see the damage. It's more than you think. Jamie?
Well, the team assessed that damage on the right front, and they determined it was okay. They didn't need to bring them in to fix anything, and the wheel was straight as well. However, to your point, finding out what's happening with 19, he said, I am too loose. I'm just over-rotating and getting up spots.
Well, Joe Gibbs Racing at one point in this race, they had 4 cars in the top 5, and now they have 2 in the garage. You say, Mac?
Yeah, let's take a look at the top 5 on what this fuel situation is. Now, Chase Elliott, he pitted at lap 94. He's going to be good to go. He's good. Let's talk about Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They all pitted basically at lap 84. So what they're having to do, we've got 15 cautions. They're going to have to run 66 green laps plus those 15 cautions. That's why they're telling him maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 shots. But what I'm concerned about is Corey Heim, because he has not pitted since lap 70. We have had 23 cautions, but he's trying to run 72 green flag laps. That is a stretch when you add in those cautions as well.
Corey Heim and Zane Smith are the 2 cars that were last on pit road at lap 70. We have a long way to go to try to make it to the end of this stage 2.
See how wide this racetrack is. We right on board with Allendale here on both ends has just widened out so far. Actually have more widened out than what you can actually use in this car from the truck on a rally race.
Stalling, don't let it hang.
So we're finally calming things down, seeing some green flag runs, and now we see the marching back up to the front.
Not 2. All good here. Use your exit. 1 back.
His half 93.
And
the biggest movers.
I don't think there's anybody that can beat Denny Hamlin if he gets back to the front. I think Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs were about the only 2 cars that can probably...
17 better than 7, but he's been solid out here.
Right now, He's in a league of his own as far as lap time goes for the most part. But that's what most every lap.
That's exactly what we've come to know about this track in Texas, though. I mean, it throws things for a loop, and when them cautions start coming out, here you're mired in traffic, we're getting squeezed, we're frustrated on the radio. That's how you beat it, didn't you?
Other drivers that have run early, Carson Hocevar, who led 4 times for 35 laps back in 15. And Kyle Busch in 13th after running the first third of his race in the top 5.
Still there, barely. Still there. Still there. Half a lane to play with. Still there. Still there. Still up there. Still there. Right on your right rear. Clear, clear, clear.
Suarez is having trouble on the long run again, but that's sequence of all those stops and all that stuff getting crazy. Put him right back into the play. Got stage points, and now we're back up front, clean air.
Great work, man. Right back at it.
Back so fast in the first run, I thought he would never even be close to getting back into this race. But there he sits fourth. Just never know the twists and turns of what's going to happen today.
As he battles Chris Buescher, Todd Gilliland, who brought out the first caution at lap 69, the one that took Christopher Bell out of the race, is a lap down and has been posted by NASCAR to pick up the pace, but he was not meeting their minimum speed, and he's come to pit road.
P5 right here.
So 32 cars on the lead lap.
Slow bottom.
23 to go here in stage 2. Teammates Keselowski and Buescher from RFK running 3rd and 4th. And Mustangs behind Hines Toyota and Chase Elliott's Camaro.
32 green, 30 to go.
Four parks. One vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort. Here's what we'll say about the road to greatness. It ain't Ford, it's an island. It's ever crazy. You gotta keep pushing. It sure isn't paved. The challenge just divinity.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat. Where regular cheese feels this cramped. A glide step, wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. The Skechers slip-ins just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
Pay less for less ain't a good deal. But when you pay less and you get more, that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's been the same price since they started in 2009. Straight Talk.
That's the line time of the speed in the race. 3 minutes split that scene.
Official partner of NASCAR.
Your truck is made to work hard. The Valvoline heavy-duty diesel engine oil keeps it that way. With up to 35% better wear protection, it's specially
Yellow 34 has significant left front damage.
Make the switch to Valvoline heavy-duty diesel today.
Really? That's where it's from?
This is Carson Hoseman. He doesn't follow the scripts.
Clear, okay.
Coolest guy in Cup right now. 1 minute flat out, inches from the wall. Smooth, what about that next? All chaos, full send, unapologetic, and a hurricane of hell yeah. All the way to victory lane.
I knew we were going to win. I really did.
Corey Heim leading in Texas, but what is the fuel story with the 67? He was last on pit road at lap 70. Everybody else pitted at either lap 84 or 94.
Clear, all clear, all clear. All clear exit.
On our pylon on the left side of the screen. 27 laps for 26 now to go in stage 2. Can he make it?
Go ahead,
Clint says yes.
I think they go for it.
Well, they're not running for points, so they have nothing to lose other than the race.
Well, yeah, if they don't have some affordability to slow down a little bit, save me some.
5 to 17.
Second lead.
And I hear the other teams talk about where they are as far as being able to make it. It doesn't sound like they think that they can. So we'll find out.
Busher and Hamlin, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, I still think that 11 car, Denny Hamlin, is fast. And I think Corey Heim actually has the speed to be able to compete with him. Chase Elliott. Those look to be the best 3 cars as far as speed goes on the racetrack currently.
Brad Keselowski's done a great job of playing strategy to put himself in a great position. They ran long on the first green flag stretch, worked things out so that now he is 3rd, and his teammate Chris Buescher is 5th, and Daniel Suarez has had a nice rebound.
And not only does that sound like Brad Keselowski this year, what we've seen with the RFK cars in general, Kevin, they've just done a good job of not making mistakes, getting the most out of every weekend, and that's exactly what we see on display with 6 car. Yeah, and we talk about Brad on a weekly basis of being able to, if he could just qualify better, he'd be able to do this throughout the whole race, but usually qualifying puts him in a hole.
Let's go to Regan on the 2nd place car.
Well, I think it's going very well for Chase Elliott right now in that 9 car. It's something to keep in mind. He's been talking to his team throughout the day. The fact that when he pushes the pace, he feels like he can heat the right rear up, but when he can do what he wants to do and manage that right rear, it's
Great work, man. P3, 20 to go. 2 0 to go. 42 on your stuff.
But right now, where he's riding in 2nd place, the ability to manage that right rear, he's been very pleased with the 9 car and doing something right now that Alan Custis told me is very important to them. Find a way to get stage points today.
P2 the first one you
He's
can
got
see.
the gap 5 seconds ahead of Brad Keselowski, and he's lapping about 0.3 of a second slower than Heim or Keselowski right now. Jamie?
Yeah, Keselowski's been doing a great job saving there. Jeremy Owens is coaching his team on the radio and said, all right, we're looking to be good on fuel. If you want to run it a little bit harder, go for it. He was the fastest lap last time.
Larry, how about our leader?
Yeah, I've been studying some more numbers, Mike, and I just want to clarify. Pitted on lap 70. That means he's got to run 72 green flag laps, which is doable, but that does not include the 23 cautions that ran there as well. The only thing I am seeing, he's starting to pick the throttle up a little later, just a little later, maybe trying to save a little fuel. But guys, that's a lot of fuel to save right there.
Sure is. Now, Zane Smith also stopped at lap 70, and we're told that he will pit about 5 laps from now. Smith, that is. 19 laps to go in stage 2. Corey Heim out in front of Chase Elliott by almost 4 seconds.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast for a girl. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not true. Because with the right team, you write your own story.
66 right here, way off the pace.
So no, I'm not fast for a girl. I'm fast, period.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place of the helpful hardware, folks.
Try new Sonic refreshers. Thanks for
coming in to talk about Doug Jr.'s.
Of course. Third Grade is Liberty Liberty Mutual and save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, what's up? Only pay for what you need.
It's Todd's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th. And see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 30% at pods.com.
9 is your leader.
The crowd screams, and the day is set to perfect. Celebration of life, liberty, and the pursuit of speed.
Want me to do this, but so people have sacrificed for it.
That's why we stand with pride and reverence to celebrate the men and women whose sacrifice and commitment makes our pursuit possible. Together with Coca-Cola, NASCAR salutes.
With 14 laps to go in stage 2, Corey Heim is the leader. He's not been on pit road since lap 70. Zane Smith, the other driver in that situation, did stop for fuel a lap ago while we were in break. So here's Heim. He's going to surrender the lead and come to pit road now. Chase Elliott will be the new leader as Heim gets down to pit road speed and has a long drive down to his stall. They fill it up with Sunoco race fuel with zero carbon bioethanol. Now they take on some of the Eagles. Josh.
Well, they ran it out as long as they could. That fuel Corey Heim came on the radio. So
10 to go. 1-0 to go to you.
Just 4 tires and enough fuel for the 67 here.
Well, the thing that Corey Heim learned right there is he can, if they have the track.
Clear. All clear. One good here on the 34.
And that's good intel. They're watching how much he's saving. All right, that's not enough, driver. Save a little bit more, Ricky. Need to back the corner up, let it roll a little bit longer before you pick up the
back
gas.
to the
First
67.
1 and 2. In my opinion, Kevin, in Texas is probably the only place that you can really save the fuel the most.
Yeah, and
Still 5
there's a
by
lot of
himself.
different strategies to that. Really,
Two back with a run. 67.
you'll probably back off the throttle to, 5/8 throttle, and as you go through, you're just trying to lift earlier, let it roll further. When you go back to the throttle, try to go back to the throttle a little bit.
8 more here. 8.
But really, you want to go back to the throttle into the corner, and when you get to the exit of the corner, lift down the straightaway. So you tend to lose less time that way.
At the end of the day, you want to keep backing it up until they tell you. You let them just kind of walk you to the water here. Tell me how much. All right, that was good enough. There you go. Now do that again. Replicate that.
Now Tyler Reddick was on pit road 10 laps later than Ricky Stenhouse as they battled for 6th place. When Corey Heim stopped, it seemed like a risk-free strategy. There were only 2 cars 1 lap down, but now Chase Elliott has begun lapping traffic. He's put Briscoe and McDowell a lap down, so Heim has little chance of the free pass position. When the caution comes out at the end of the stage, though, they may take the wave around if all the other lead lap cars pit.
But to your point, they're right in front of you. Okay, go. Run them down quick.
Yeah, he's going to run them down quick because he's running 29.50 and they're running, 30.86, 30.70 last lap. So
Yeah, look at the difference there.
I'm right by Michael McDowell down the back stretch.
Got a wreck off a 2. He's up top. Check up. He's sitting right in the middle of the racetrack, laying off the wall. Stay low here for me. He's not rolling. Stay low.
Probably 5% of
Talk to me about balance here. What have you got?
Trying to
Let me
get
open this thing up so I got no choice.
in 6th right now is the senior Roger Reddick. Right now, Kyle Busch is the last driver in a points position as Heim gets past
Your mouth felt pretty good there. I didn't
free
put a whole lot
is in the free pass position.
Didn't take long to get money.
Copy.
Well done. As long as Chase Elliott doesn't continue lapping cars in these
Elliott down to get his lap back where you won't
5 when you cross the line.
to go to the tail end of the longest line. That's a huge benefactor.
Turn 2. Car spins and is in the wall.
It's Larson.
Wow, his day just got worse. Fifth caution of the day, lap 160.
Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's done for. He's one of my fantasy lineup too, so that's gonna drop some points.
Said on the radio, he just lost it all by himself. Yeah, and we saw Bubba Wallace do this yesterday in practice, and you could hear the disappointment in Kyle Larson's voice right there on the radio. They just lost the back end of the car, but it happens fast over there. When that back snaps around, you have no chance at saving it. 6 laps to go, 5
slowing you down here.
in stage 2. And Corey Heim gets the free pass.
Bring it to us. Bring it to us. 4 tires, normal jack.
As Larson tries to lift his way
Open this time. Open this time.
Yeah, and it looks like that car won't steer, so he's just bouncing it off the wall.
9 cars right at start finish. Come on. 8 green here.
AJ Allmendinger's on board camera.
You can see Kyle's all by himself.
10 away.
In the middle of the racetrack.
Now 5, 3, 2, 1. Going on the jack here.
He's been struggling to hang on to that car all day.
And we've heard him.
Oh yeah, clear.
We've heard
On
him
outside.
talk his, the front of his car.
All green.
And
All
that's
green.
the hardest thing to fix here. Because the back of the car is already on edge with all the bumps and it's high speed and just the way that
Stay fuel to go back,
is.
please.
When you're trying to fix that front end turn, a lot of times you make the front end turn better and give up grip in the back.
A reminder of how tricky it is to nail the balance of these race cars, too. You're country leaders.
67.
Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin lead them down pit road. Busher, Suarez, Stenhouse, and more. Most of the lead lap cars are in.
Like you see the 9 car, Chase Elliott right there, no complaints from the driver. He was just unleashed about 2 laps ago and told, don't save us anything. The 11 and Denny Hamlin said it's pretty good right now. Josh?
Busher happy with the car.
Just a few light cords right there on the right front. Probably going to be long front of the day. What we should get. I had 2 stay out, the 6 and 60.
These guys are going to, well, RFK, why don't we just call them the contrary team? Because Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece stayed out trying to get some stage points. 4 laps to go on the stage. I'm not sure that's a winning strategy, but I applaud them. Willingness to try something different. Everybody else does.
That's definitely different. And if this thing does go back green, they're going to get.
Coach Bar just came down and apologized. Got the off for 2 over there. Really tight.
All those cars that have old tires.
Copy.
Right here.
Well, the answer to this question is
when he goes.
maybe Kyle Larson. Between them, they won 4 of the last 5 titles. But since their last victories, 14 different drivers have been to victory lane. 2 first-time winners, 4 drivers with 5 wins.
And don't go by him.
Romano continues in the garage area after a crash on pit road.
Go by him. He's going to go by him.
95.
66 up top now. It'll be basically 1 lap shootout. So you're going to have DH. A 1 lap shootout, 17 and 45 out back.
He's blocked in. We talked about this earlier.
4 straight up numbers 2.
Joe was in his box, he had to back up to get out.
Really old tires on both these guys here. So think about that down in this time. 1, 2, 17 and 35 with you.
Well, that's frustrating. Jones
9,
has stopped
45, 7 bottom.
Stop with the right rear hanging outside the box, but it sure didn't give Blaney much room. Now, 3 drivers took the wave around to get back on the lead lap. Chase Briscoe, Michael McDowell, and Cody Ware. So we will restart with 30 cars on the lead line.
And in this pit stop situation with Blaney, I mean, for Eric Jones, when Ryan Blaney's car is sitting there, they're already changed the tires. So you're going to go around the tire changers, and you try to get as far into your box as you can, but you wind up with all that angle in it. So the car is angled. You're at the front of the box. There's not a good situation right here to help Ryan Blaney.
All right, we're going to choose and restart with 1 lap to go in the stage. Jamie?
Just to update Greg, his last year was basically.
Hey, man, it's going to be 1 lap shootout here.
I'd rather stay out and go for these stage points. So they did. And he was asking where he was in comparison to everyone else. They said, you're leading. Let's go out and make the most of it. Get this 3rd stage win of the season.
Leaders, bottom, pace car's gone. 10 away.
We'll share the front row.
5 away.
16 will be caution.
Ready. Green.
Second place and in position to be.
No runs out back. Line there. 1.5 out back.
Lap. Hold on. Hold your breath.
Inside 9.
I'm holding my breath because they are going to be in the way. I was going to say, they're the ones.
Inside 45. Inside 45.
You want me to do what?
17th half off of you.
Hamlin.
You're clear. You're clear. They got them both up top.
Tyler Reddick. Up there into the top 5 for, I believe, the first time today.
Still out there, 60.
God, these situations, Clint, when they would leave me out on one tire.
I'm into the green checkers right here. I roll out and say what you can do.
There's Busher will restart from the 3rd row. That puts all 3 RFK cars right up toward the front. It's going to be green and then green checker. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Great job, that grab.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you.
Good start for both of them, really.
Oh my gosh, you see the 60 car up the hill, but you see the difference in speed.
It's only 1 lap, though.
Luckily, they only have to go 1 lap. They're only going to lose a couple
There's Reddick.
spots.
Elliott sends it into turn 3. Reddick on the bottom. Hamlin coming. Here they all come for the stage win. Give it to Chase Elliott. Reddick, Keselowski holds on for 3rd, and I believe Grease for 5th. First stage win of the season for Elliott, and for RFK Racing, mission accomplished. I guess.
Chase Elliott wins stage 2.
Chase Elliott, stage 2 winner.
Like a relentless fever, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's next with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Oh, look, I'm bottomless. Just like bottomless apps for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right, you can get bottomless fried pickles, and so much more for you and all your bottomless friends. Bottomless apps for $9.99, only at P-Dubs.
Hey, who let the dogs out?
Spruce,
a new
pets and weeds for dead weeds in just 1 day. Spruce, pet friendly, weed dead.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat sticks, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediate. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Charlie, here, I'm here.
I'll be right back.
Good, Charlie. Come,
Let's go home. Charlie, stop. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie, will you stop that? Charlie, are you crazy? Silly dog. No more treats for you. Sorry. Where were we?
You crazy dog.
Red will get you wings.
He's very creative. He's willing to lean into things. He had probably one of the best victory celebrations that I've ever seen. That's the great part about what he does. He is
free pass with a green nose. Start finish line now. Working his way to you.
The fans absolutely loved the celebration afterwards, and
back.
with our fans, it is a very popular way.
Well, we're talking first about Carson Hussein on Harvick Happy Hour. Join Kevin and the crew every Tuesday and Thursday. Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour. Only 3 drivers have scored points in both stages today. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Carson Hussein. Well, we got a few takers here on pit road, Jamie.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski, they tried to mix up the strategy, but it was a net neutral. They had stayed out from third, ended up third here. They were happy they did get those stage points. Air pressure adjustment all around.
Need a check.
Four tires here. And fuel, Regan.
Well, driver Ryan Priest was apologized to essentially by his crew chief there.
Top of the black.
Needed stage points. That's exactly what they were able to do. And you see them sitting away. They were going to take full fuel load to make sure they had options as this race plays out.
All right, Chase Briscoe is in, so is Cody Ware, filling up with Selco race fuel with Poet Zero Carbon bioethanol. As we get ready for stage 3, which will take us to lap 267, 400 miles.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
I'm Miles Penn, founder of Penn Taylor. Finding clothes that fit is a hassle. We created patented technology that measures you 20% more accurately than a tailor using just your phone's camera. Most clothes use just 1 or 2 measurements. M Tailor's custom clothes use 7 or more measurements to give you a perfect fit. Download the M Tailor app on iOS or Android. We can custom make you an entire wardrobe. Jeans, pants, suits, shirts, polos, tees, and more. All for the most. Download the M Tailor app today. No matter your build, your waist, hips, and length will always be perfect with us. Whether you are so big or so small, we'll fit you all. Getting measured takes less than 30 seconds, and M Tailor offers free returns and free shipping. Made-to-measure jeans start at just $79, dress shirts at $69, and suits at $3.99. We ship directly from our custom tailors to you. Download the M Tailor app on iOS or Android, or visit mtailor.com.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast. Then I realized the more you bundle, the more you save on insurance with Liberty Booty.
It's like you're talking my love language.
Well, I've been taking word classes.
Only straight up numbers 2. Outside of them number 1.
Oh, I'm excited for bottomless apps for $9.99.
Why?
Finally have a reason to wear my bottomless chaps.
Whoa! You've been squatting. You've been doing squats.
Yes, I have been. Thank you. Bottomless apps for $9.99.
Coming up next is round 5 of the 2026 Mission Booth Drag Racing Series season, the Southern Nationals, but from a new venue, South Georgia Motorsports Park. Who will claim the coveted Diamond Wallies? Find out after the Cup race, only on FS1.
At Texas Motor Speedway, pre-race we heard words like trash and carnage, and we've seen that so far. We tried to get out and say hi to those fans, and thanks for the welcome, but we've kind of taken a detour to Victory Lane.
7 and 17 to the top.
That's where one of the
35 and 77 on you.
take a detour to get here, but we still have Tyler Reddick in the mix. He's been in the top 10 all day, and Carson Hocevar trying to win back-to-back. So let's recap. If you weren't with us a little bit early, even if you were, there's things worth going back to, as Todd Gilliland here takes out Christopher Bell. Bell couldn't avoid it. Bell led 22 laps. Toyota set the early pace. Another unfortunate race for Christopher Bell. Eric Jones, his first ever career stage win, 10th year that we had stage.
Yeah, you see Briscoe trying to lead his stall. Larson's trying to get in contact, but that wasn't the only contact on pit road. Joey Logano and Cole Custer. Watch right here. Cole slows down. Joey doesn't see that. Huge impact into Logano's day.
Yeah, last year they had the most cautions with any mile-and-a-half race. And it seems like we're on our way to that. Ryan Reese here dumping Ty Gibbs, one of those first-time players.
Best get tight. Everything ready.
Getting into the
95 to go, and you get it right here. 95 to go, and you get it. We'll go blue down.
We've had single car spins. We even saw that in practice yesterday. Chase Elliott.
Kind of way. 5 away. Ready. Green. One off you out back. Up top. Outside only.
Watching closely with you. Let's head back to the booth.
Outside only.
Next, Chris.
7.
Sorry, we're eating Frozen Custard.
No runs coming for either of us. You and him. Stall him on entry.
Yeah, he has made 4 trips to pit road, 3 for 4 tires. All of them have been under 10 seconds. They came in here ranked second of the top 36 teams. That 9 pit crew getting it done all year, especially today.
That's one good reason why he is the leader. He will restart with Tyler Reddick, the point leader. And big winner so far this season. Chevy, Toyota on the front row as they approach the Echo Park Automotive restart.
Final stage.
3. And there he is, the new closer, talking about Reddick.
They just keep themselves in the game. Yeah, and today is another classic example of the 45 just working on their car, trying to make their stuff better. See him battling Chase Elliott for the lead right now.
Careful the bump on that outside. As they came into that back stretch, Hocevar was very driving Bowman all the way down to the inside of the racetrack to hold on to 7th place. 9th, Byron Stenhouse side by side.
Yeah, that strategy for Stenhouse worked out pretty good. He's been able to get stage points in both of these stages. William Byron, we saw him sideways through the grass earlier, now sitting in 9th spot.
Another nice recovery. But I don't think any compares to what Daniel Suarez has done today. He dropped like a rock from the opening green flag, but boy, they have built on it and put him back up into contention in 4th place here.
Well, that's where you take those chances, right? They took the chance, and the caution played right in their favor, put them back in position, and haven't looked back since.
I mean, look at that. 2nd, 17, 20th, 5th, 4th.
Yeah, I can't even express how big of trouble he was in early in this race when he was going to the back. I mean, he couldn't get himself there fast enough. You see right behind him.
And that's those circumstances. They took advantage of the circumstances, and they played in their favor this time.
And how about Riley Herbst? He's in position to score his best mile-and-a-half finish of the season. He's had a really strong day, perhaps overshadowed by his 23-11 teammates.
Another car that I was keeping my eye on has done a great job in all that hectic and all the chaos. That 35 car did a good job just maintaining the backside of the top 10 here, holding steady.
Now, one car that's drifted back out of the top 10 is Kyle Busch back here trying to hold on to 12th place. We have his radio.
I can't fire. We've got to fix the fire. I cannot go. I'm spinning out with the right rear. I think there's a little bit of a mark about fired up too free. Like, all good. He tested nobody. We just got to get it together a little bit better. That's all. We're good. Tough copy, dude. I'm going to get, man.
And that's only worse back there in the traffic, Kevin.
Oh, for sure. And look, sometimes you're going to have cars that just won't fire off. And I'd rather mine not fire off tight than I would not being loose. But tough to get them right. But I think that as you look at the 8 car this week, this is by
net positive through 1 and 2 up front there. Net positive.
And
competitive. I mean, it's a legit competitive race car. We haven't seen that out of the 8 so far.
And this is a race that you just have to keep yourself rolling. Try not to make any mistakes. Battle all that you can to not lose any track position. And you could wind up in the mix by the time you get to the end of this thing, in the way that this is all mixed up.
Right behind him, Bubba Wallace. Remember, Bubba spun into the Turn 2 wall yesterday, had to go to a backup car. Bought his crew dinner last night for staying late and working on it to prep that backup car for today. And now he's about to pop into the top 10 here.
Yeah, and all those cars, those 2011 cars, have been fast. We talk about Riley Herbst up there in 7th spot, Bubba Wallace back there in 13 from the back of the pack. Once Corey Klein completed
that was a good 1 and 2 as well
in the middle part of this race. So definitely an interesting day for 2011.
Bubba Wallace's stop on lap 70 is the fastest time before tire stop ever. Jamie.
I believe Alex Bowman has some motivation on his side, some momentum, all those things working in the right direction. Got a 3rd place finish last week, his first of the year. Remember, he left this month for Vertigo. But so far today, he's had a vibration. It's come and gone. But the car has been good. It's been fast. I talked to his crew chief, Wayne Karras, and he said this is just the second time we've run this package on a 1.5 miles with Alex. So there were a lot of unknowns going into it. But so far, so good as he runs 6th right now.
Just a minute ago, we were talking about Kyle Busch struggling to fire off speed. The other side of that is the 9 car, your leader, Chase Elliott. That car really fires off strong because of that clean air. It was working loose throughout the race for him, and I think you're going to see that again in this run. But the advantage of that clean air for Chase Elliott is so important. 3 of the Hendrick Chevys in the top 10 right now with Kyle Larson in the garage. So 3 out of 4.
Yeah, as we have 85 laps to go, 84 laps to go right here.
Any surprise that the top 3 in this race are also the top 3 in the NASCAR Cup standings coming into this race?
No, it does not surprise me. Now, if you had asked me that an hour ago, Mike, I'd have told you you're crazy because Tyler Reddick was really nowhere to be found.
84 laps to go in Texas. Chase Elliott out front.
While mom is gone, I'm in charge.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
Nate's Guide to Parenting. Plan. The more chores you do, the more perks you get.
You're just getting us to do your work.
I like to think of it as our work. Spend quality time.
You're going the wrong way. To any of our schools. You know where our schools are?
And use positive reinforcement.
I swear, yeah, I've fallen asleep at every single Texas race there has been.
Week supply of cupcakes.
That girl. The breadwinner. Rated PG. Only theaters May 29th.
Except for that slut race, so.
That means we deliver knockouts. Boom. We don't just ride the bull.
We are the bull.
We're light duty, heavy duty, heavy D8s, Hurricanes, and Hellcats. And we're backing them with America's best powertrain.
2 laps up there, 6, stay bottom.
Idle donut making NASCAR winning Ram. We're never going to be something we're not, because nothing stops Ram.
Welcome to the
Clear 1.
Come on!
Clear up there.
Busch Guy, golden smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, take note of recognizable landmarks, like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the mountains. Tired of rising prices? T-Mobile customers have the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That's more money in your pocket. And our experience plans include amazing benefits. Plus, our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile. You are fearless? Take a truck, sprint down the track, and get ready for a fight. Timid? Stay home.
Buckle up for racing.
Friday nights under the lights. Racing that's pure, passion that's authentic, and pressure that's real.
They're closing the wall off turn 2.
This is where careers are born before heroes are made.
Hell yeah!
The UFL is bringing you closer to the game than ever before.
Unprecedented access. The UFL gets the people going.
Fox UFL Friday, Columbus, St. Louis. Nothing stops Ram. That means we deliver knockouts. Boom.
Welcome to the jungle.
We don't just ride the bull.
We are the bull.
We're light duty, heavy duty, heavy D8s, hurricanes, and Hellcats. And we're backing up with America's best powertrain limited warranty. We're UFC Idol Donut Bacon NASCAR winning Ram. We're never going to be something we're not, because nothing stops Ram.
Next Sunday, NASCAR race day 1 for beautiful road course in the Finger Lakes region of New York. Shane Van Gisbergen and Chris Buescher are the 2 most recent Cup winners at Watkins Glen. We'll see you there next Sunday. Here in Texas, 77 laps to go. Chase Elliott has been pretty much caught here by Tyler Reddick. Going to have a battle for the lead here shortly as we take you to a radio remix of the challenges drivers have faced today.
Like I want to rip that outside, drive the hell out of it, but it doesn't have the right rear tire up there that it needs. So I'm sure sorry. Oh my God. Just so loose and so rough. This was a man of that arrow spot. I'm so sorry.
That's been by Todd Gilliland. Is what took Christopher Bell, who was then the leader, out of the race. That was the first of 6 caution flags we've had today, with now 75 to go. Didn't hear many guys say, man, it feels great out here, did you? And that's just the nature of this racetrack. It's so fast, so bumpy, and it's just, you're on the edge all the time in order to get everything out of the car. So the way this race is played, this race is played out. You've had track position and not at times too. I mean, it's been all over the place. It's a moving target as far as hitting the balance on your race car in the track position game. Well, and now it's going to start getting the shadows into turn 1. Once those shadows start
talking about your balance, it looks like you've been on the tight side here for the first 15 minutes or so.
The rest of these shadows right here will start working themselves down the racetrack. And that's when the track starts going through another change, another step as that track temp starts.
Yeah, I mean, it's good 1 and 2.
That was your rival 4th place, Chris Buescher. And Elliott is now opened up 8/10 of a second. Tyler Reddick caught him and then drifted back a bit from the race leader. With 72 to go, Regan.
Well, Mike, you see the 1 car, Ross Chastain, having a nice day, running in the 9th position right now. Been manually tight with that car for the majority of the day, but as they've been adjusting, it's been getting better. And talking crew chief,
26 green, 70 to go, 7-0 to go.
Conversations after the Kansas race, some big struggles for Trackhouse, but right now things looking much better for that 1 car than they have on the mile and a half. And then right behind him, Kyle Busch continuing to be in the top 10. When I talked to Andy Street this morning, he said if we could be in the top 15, that would be a great day. It's been a great day so far from that standpoint. Keep in mind, Andy Street and Kyle worked together for the final 5 races of last year and had some success. That helps with making things work early on.
And I couldn't agree more with Danny Street on the top 15 being a great day. As bad as this car has run to start the season, to come here, qualify well, and basically run in the top 10 all day. That's a huge improvement.
This battle for fifth continues between Suarez and Bowman. These two Chevys fighting it out.
Into this run, start to see some attrition, some tire fall off and give up. Some ill-handling race cars are starting to show.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed about this run, Clint, it seems like the pace is a little bit faster than what it was at this point during the last run. Cars are a little more spread out, but I also think that when the sun gets on the backside of this grandstand over here, this racetrack starts to pick up.
Larry, most of the leaders were on pit road with 106 laps to go in this race, 69 to go now. When would we expect them under green?
Yeah, we're trying to run 95 laps with the checkered flag. We'll split it down the middle, Mike. Run about 47 to 48 laps a run. But remember Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell in stage one? This could be your last stop. I'm going to start looking at it somewhere between about 210 and 215.
Right along with Eric Jones. You guys heard at home a downshift in 1 and 2. That is something for our mile-and-a-half track that really showcases the difference in the corners of both ends of this racetrack, Kevin.
And at this point in the road, for sure, that time he did not downshift. But you have a lot of he had his hands full right there, in and out of the gas. So Eric Jones having to chase that car. But you've got options in turns 1 and 2. You can downshift if your car is tight, or if you just need the speed if the pace gets too slow. So definitely a couple choices of downshifting or not down there.
We've had 4 of 6 caution flags coming for what started as single car spins, but it seems like the big action today has been on pit road, and we've got at least one more pit stop to go.
What makes an experience an experience? When race days become race weekends, and race weekends become full throttle memories. So pull up in your camper, pick your favorite spot. First race, 50th season. A community that lives loud, loves hard, and celebrates every damn second. At Mother's, we appreciate the simple things, the life less complicated. That's the inspiration behind Mother's new California Gold Ceramic line of products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep, ceramic, glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
Papa John's has some new sandwiches coming out, so we are bringing in real people to try them. First, the sandwiches. I couldn't help but hear it.
Good lap there. Working 35 green, 3-5 green this time.
Better ingredients, better pizza, and now better sandwiches. Papa John's.
The Barn Bar, the county's best hangout, just got better. Here's the living smoothie. With the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light. Tired of rising prices? T-Mobile customers have the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That's more money in your pocket. And our experience plans include amazing benefits. Plus, our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile. Cargo. Padres. Or Mets. Diamondbacks. Baseball Night in America. Saturday on Fox. Celebration of life, liberty, and the pursuit of speed. Together with Coca-Cola, NASCAR salutes.
Today's aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Tried, tested, proven legendary. 61 laps to go. Chase Elliott now 1.4 seconds ahead of Tyler Reddick. Denny Hamlin in third, Chris Buescher in the fourth, Daniel Suarez fifth, Bowman and Herbst in sixth and seventh, and a nice rebound for Ross Chastain in eighth, ahead of Hocevar and Busch for top 10.
Yeah, Ross Chastain, he's kind of in that same category that Kyle Busch was. They needed something good to happen as the weekend went on. So solid run, 8th place right now for Ross and that number 1 Kubota team.
Michael McDowell on pit road with the lead lap cars. And he's not the only one. You can add Suarez right there to that list. Bowman, Herbst.
And this is, at the beginning of this race, it didn't really start off. Man, this is going to be like a Texas race. And then the grenade went off and blew everything up. And, you know, this car right here, Chase Elliott, has been fast, as you see Kyle Busch, I think, going past.
Massive cars.
Yes,
Carson Weiss.
Oh, and you see Carson right there, very aware of that car inside of him. That thing got loose, and you saw him go up the racetrack. Good awareness from Carson inside that car.
And that'll bring William Byron, the 11th place car, right to it. Whoa. That right there is a great picture of what an aerotight situation is. He drove to the bumper of that car, picked up a massive push, had to lift out of the gas. Just dumps all the downforce, all the air out for your race car.
And what happens right there, when it goes through those choppy bumps on the other end of the racetrack in 3 and 4, here we go. But you'll hit those bumps and that car will take off, as we're going to watch William Byron get on the pit road right here.
3, 2, 1, so Byron pits from 11th place, as Ross Chastain is also in. So 2 of the top dozen cars begin the pit stop cycle here.
And that'll put the pressure on him, just like we saw earlier in the race with Bell. Believe it or not, we were talking about Bell then, right? He pitted first and ended up being in the lead because of that situation.
Yeah, and then we kind of saw that most cars follow suit, and then we saw some cars run it long and put themselves in a spot to pass cars easier at the end of the run.
Look with Busch and Bowman on pit road along with Austin Dillon. Eric Jones. Scheduled green flag stops that they hope will take them all the way to the checker. Ross Chastain, too fast entering.
And that's the type of stuff when you get down to the end of these races that you just can't afford to do. But you can't overcome it. You have no time to overcome that.
And Chastain was 8th when he entered pit road. Connor Zilich is in. And right with him, Ryan Priest. Zane Smith. Pit lane with Ty Dillon.
Yeah, you see that 9 car, that's a great point that Clinton Spade right there was talking about how high up the racetrack that Chase Elliott is right now. We saw this earlier with Corey Hine, but
you got nothing out back this time.
So you get right at the top of the black, and they get it up there to go through that bump right there in turns 3 and 4. So when the Tigers get enough air and it keeps them from hitting it,
now.
It keeps that car is much more stable through all the bumps.
Zane Smith in and out. And Chastain did the penalty drive down pit road. Here comes Chris Buescher. This will be his final stop, Josh.
Chris Buescher's been on the free side for most of the day, but he's been able to manage it. Never a top 10 finish, but just more track. Trying to get the whistle here today as we full tires and fuel for Chris.
And the leader is in. Chase Elliott bringing Tyler Reddick in with him.
This is when the pressure is on those pit crews.
Regan.
Like that way down the back stretch, Al Gustafson's in pit this time if you can. Chase
back 45.
The best it's been all day this
Outside
run.
45. And back to the end.
Very nicely, Josh.
3 back, 1 lane here.
Outside. He's been losing all his time on
it'll round up 20 back to the 17.
Tighter. It'll be 4 tires of fuel for 45.
Denny Hamlin gives up the lead to come to pit road. Noah Gregson is there. So is John Hunter Nemechek and Josh Berry. As green flag stops continue.
Regan. Need to go. 5 to go.
Report for driver Denny Hamlin and crew chief Chris Gale. This run just a little bit too much on the tight side. Wants a little bit of help with that.
So that will leave 8 cars on the lead lap who have not yet made this green flag stop, as you see on the pylon.
There you see Riley Herbst right there. Look a little bit slow coming to pit road. Not quite as aggressive. Coming around that corner.
Herbst gives up second place to pit. Jamie?
Well, Kevin Hay just warned him, do not speed during these green flag stops. Remember, this is just his second career start in the cup here at Texas.
Low bottom into 3.
Pretty happy with that race car. Air pressure adjustment, weight on the fuel. It's not like that.
Hey, Jamie, I like what you said right there. That rookie driver, be patient, be under control. Do not get too much and get caught speeding coming onto this pit road and beat ourselves, take the stuff out of this good run that we've got going on.
Bubba Wallace in and out, A.J. Allmendinger in the pit lane. So now 5 cars have not yet made this stop. Hocevar, Blaney, Heim, Keselowski, and Briscoe.
And that's exactly the strategy that we saw earlier in the race. You either want to be on the front side of it or wait and have yourself an advantage so that you can get by the cars that you need to pass later in the run. With fresher tires. And you see Ross Chastain right there. That pit road penalty put him all the way from a top 10 running position all the way back to 30th.
2 laps down.
Hand out the window for Hocevar. He's coming to pit road this time, going to give up that lead.
So Carson Hocevar will come down to Luke Lambert.
No, they called him off.
Yeah, he waved. Kept going.
I don't know if they saw something on the track or something changed their minds there.
Hocevar did this same exact strategy earlier in the race where he ran 7, 8, 9 laps longer than what the original group of cars that came to pit road.
Brett Keselowski also did that early in the race, but he is on pit road now in service.
Yeah, and that strategy of them staying out at the end of the second stage, they got some points, but they're going to give all that back up with the finishing position. He didn't go very far when they dropped the green flag for stage 3.
Yeah, that was all early in the race. This is the end of the race. Even if they catch a caution, most of these guys, you just make green flag stops, they're going to stay out.
So Hocevar lapping at 30.20. That is almost a second slower than Denny Hamlin, some of the other quicker cars. He's in there.
Laney's going to stay one more, at least.
And right now there's 13 cars on the lead lap, so it would be detrimental to those guys if the caution came out right now, which is kind of what they're hoping for. Sometimes you get yourself where Blaney has run 13, 14, 15 for all the trouble that you have.
But I think that's exactly why they're doing this strategy with only 13 cars in the lead lap. It is a little bit different scenario than it was earlier in the race.
So that will leave Ryan Blaney, Corey Heim, and Chase Briscoe.
Fuel-wise, they could go another 15 or 20 laps.
And we've seen chaos happen at the end of this race. Looks like he's got his hands out the window.
Stay bottom.
And he's just going to let him to the inside.
Yeah, I think it's just pointing by him. And that's the difference in the fresher tires. And I think those guys like Hocevar that pitted late like that, they're hoping that with everything spread out, they don't lose as much track position as they would under caution. You know, having a pit stop or something. Now, if you give up 1 or 2 spots more by staying out those few laps, now you have fresher tires. And you can try to take advantage of those as everybody wears their stuff out.
But these 3 leaders are losing 6 or 7 tenths of a second every lap to the cars that have stopped and taken on time.
The 13 cars in the lead lap is what's allowing them, or
they're hoping
that's exactly right.
That's right.
We've seen the 12s day that they've had. They've been all over the place. Give luck a little bit of a chance on the rate.
So Hocevar has unlocked himself from Ryan Blaney. And look at the difference in speed between Chase Elliott and leader Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, right at 5 miles an hour average per lap.
41's on older stuff. What down?
And when you look at Blaney, I mean, they're they're hoping for that strategy. Second place, Corey Heim. He has absolutely nothing to lose. He is here to learn, and if they're in the conversation of having a chance to win the race because the caution falls, see Blaney swerving right there to come to pit road to let the guys go behind him to go up the racetrack and not run him over.
So Ryan Blaney will surrender the lead to pit with 40 laps to go. Corey Heim will assume the lead. Blaney gets 4 tires and some of the race wheel. So we're right back where we were a couple of green flag runs ago with Corey Heim leading this race and running long because he can.
And I think I would run it until I was going to run out of gas. Look, just roll the dice and see if you get yourself into that position. He's got a car that is fast enough to be able to compete up there if they ever get the track position swing to work out their way. See Chase Elliott right there stuck behind Noah Gragson, trying to put him a lap down. When you get to the corner, you gotta go the opposite direction that they do, much like what Clint talked about earlier. You don't want to be right behind that car in front of you, so you just go the opposite way.
So with Blaney's stop, that gives us 19 cars on the lead lap.
And Greg is going to run you as hard as he possibly can. He goes 2 laps down right here. Your day's pretty much done.
Yellow 34 will be slow bottom. You'll catch him on entry. Slow bottom on entry.
Derek Jones gets one back from Corey Heim. 20 lead lap cars now.
Clear.
Greg and Hamlin 4th and 5th right now, with the 2 leaders picked on cycle 3 to be 2nd and 3rd. A couple of lap cars just ahead of this battle. For 4th place, James Smith up top and Josh Berry.
And they're hoping to make quick work of these 2 lappers because Chase Elliott and Gregson's giving him fifth up there.
Clear.
Enabling them to
35 to go.
pounce on that opportunity. Close the gap here, Kev.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. You know, you got a guy that's running the groove that you want to be in where your car performs the best. See Chase Elliott trying to drive it into the corner.
Even through traffic, y'all both been about a tenth better than the 9.
Getting the clearing this time, so took a few laps to get it all to work out. See Tyler Reddick, he's been able to put himself in a position to go by Josh Berry on the outside right here. Get himself some clean track as well.
And it's not that Noah Gregson is trying to keep from going a lap down to Chase Elliott now. It's that Elliott will become the leader when the 2 front cars pit, and then Gregson will be trapped a lap down. So he's got to work hard for it.
Mike, based on our field predictor, if they got the 67 and 19 goal, we're probably looking about another 6 to 8 laps max.
So their hope is for another one of those single car spins that have got the caution flag out 4 times already today. And have it happen before they have to come to pit road.
And I've seen it happen a million times, and you've been up here long enough to see those things happen, and that is their strategy right now. Hope.
I'm sorry, I said hope, and you have told me hope is not a strategy.
Well, it is today.
It is for that car.
It is right now. And he's got nothing to lose.
Taking his right through race traffic.
And that is really what his objective is just pick a line, try to let those guys get by you in the cleanest way possible so it doesn't cost you any more time than you're already giving up with the old tires compared to everybody who's on the racetrack.
Well, Chase Elliott is going to appear at Corey Heim's rearview mirror pretty soon here.
Yeah, Briscoe's going to get it first in the rearview mirror. And we know that 19 car is torn up. And, you know, if they can pull a rabbit out of the hat right here with a caution or something falling in the right spot. But Chase Elliott, he's just fast, Clint.
Man, he's been impressive ever since that car got clean air. He has been
extremely
Clear, all clear.
thought Hamlin and Reddick could be able to run him down, but he actually stretched it back out as a pinch. But Chase Briscoe
29 to go.
Making the
19 appears on the oldest stuff.
after they had an incident on pit road with Kyle Larson early on that damaged the number 19. Pretty surprising to see them up here in the top 5 as we get into the closing stages of this race.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, it's the Briscoe car is going to cycle out, but they're doing all that they can do to try to salvage something out of the day.
All right, we hear on the radio that Corey Heim has just gone to fuel pump number.
Clear.
Yeah, and Mike, that normally means with the way those things are structured, you've got that reservoir in there. One of the lift pumps is in that reservoir.
Still there. Still there. Barely clear.
What's the indication there, though? That thing probably stumbled, lost fuel pressure on a gauge or something.
And he knows to go to that second pump.
Yeah, well, typically what happens is, you'll have the fuel pressure on your dash. You'll start to see that fuel pressure number start to fluctuate a little bit as you get to the corner. So they've run it as far as they can, but from the driver's standpoint, when you see that number start to fluctuate, because it stays pretty steady on the fuel pressure, but when it fluctuates a little bit, you flip that second pump on.
The Chase Elliott has assumed command of this race with
clear.
To go. Here comes Corey Heim to pit road for his final stop. Chase Briscoe is still out there, but now in second. 1.3 back of Elliott with Hamlin, Reddick, and Busher closing in. And Hamlin going by for second place. Corey Heim did a great job today. Did everything he could with what he had and led a lot of laps today. In fact, he's led the most laps of any driver today.
Well, he's a Sunday driver, and he's going to get the opportunity, I would assume.
25 green, 25 to go. 2-5 to go.
They're going to be in here every Sunday, so the kid does a great job.
Are we going to see a Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin battle to the finish? Good chance. 27 laps to go in Texas.
See how this is going to go.
Here's what we'll say about the
clear.
greatness. The name Ford is synonymous with desert racing. You gotta keep pushing the desert stuff. It sure isn't paved. It's a challenge just divinity.
Clear.
As the official hamburger of Trackhouse Racing, our drive-thru's running like a hot lap, just cooking. Car coming, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to ladies. Let's go, boys. Go.
The official hamburger of Trackhouse Racing.
Clear.
It's the time of the season for love. On the road again, like a man to get this, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends. It's this thing that the world can turn in our way.
Congrats on the new phone, Amy.
And on bundling it with your home and auto with our 24/7 protection.
If only young me could see me now. She'd be so proud. Sorry, am I wearing culottes? My whole life's been leading to this!
Oh no. The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's Unlimited Collection makes everything smell magnificent. Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell unstoppable.
23 laps to go. Chase Elliott in command and the fourth Hendrick car.
20 to go. 2-0 to go.
Raj, most of the day, returns to the track 86 laps down. We've got 22 to go here in Texas. Denny Hamlin holding station about 1.5 seconds behind Chase Elliott. Tyler Reddick, Chris Busher, Daniel Suarez, all three makes represented in the top 5.
Josh. Tyler Reddick running third over right now. Just
Clear. All clear. All clear.
his car. Just take a listen to this radio.
You're better through 1 and 2. He gets a little bit on you off of 4, rounding off the exit.
That's right away. Yeah, it's important. Some people have reported vibrations here, especially for
And this place will make you think that there is something wrong with the tires all the time because it is so fast and bumpy, and then you wind up going down the straightaway. Only thing that it could be that we've seen before is if that left rear tire is loose. That makes it, when you talk about weird stuff happening down the straightaway, it'll actually start to, these cars drive pretty straight, but when that left rear tire is not all the way tight, it'll start to wander a little bit down the straightaway, like we've heard Denny Hamlin have happen a couple times.
Well, look at this top 10 with Suarez, Bowman, Herbst, Busch. Some names we've not seen much of the top 10, if at all, this season. Still 20 cars on the lead lap.
Really good 1 and 2.
Drivers have finished top 10 in the first 2 mile-and-a-half track races this year. And of those 9, 4 of them are in the top 10 right now. Buscher, Byron, Elliott, and Hamlin.
Has got to working hard to stay on the lead lap here. Keep working.
Hamlin, I'm watching that leaderboard and watching that gap between Hamlin and Elliott. Obviously, Reddick right there with a vibration, whatever he's feeling, he's not liking that. He is really falling off pace, but Hamlin is holding suit with that leader. Denny Hamlin has dropped half a tenth a lap back of Chase Elliott with 18 to go.
He's within striking distance, though. He can look around as Elliott approaches those lap cars and stuff like that. There's still
35 green, 15 to go.
I'm not handing this to Elliott yet.
Yeah, you see Tyler Reddick, they've kept themselves in the game all day and had a couple of moments where you think that he's going to be able to compete for the win, but hasn't quite had the speed.
5 and 34 up here, wounded to stay bottom.
A good job of keeping themselves in the fight today again.
Proud of Chris Buescher in the race he's had today. Hard to believe he's never had a top 10 finish at his home track, and it looks like today's the day.
I'm one down today for sure. I took him in pre-race. Like to get either one of him, the job he does behind the wheel.
And he's the only Ford in the top 10 right now, so doing a great job on track today. But Daniel Suarez, at the beginning of the race, I really thought this guy was going to finish about 3 laps down. They had that cycle of things that happened. They got on the right.
They're coming to 15 laps to go. Chase Elliott's leading, Denny's second. Hopefully Denny can run Chase Elliott down, but if I have to say, this race was average as you can get.
Third last week at Talladega.
Great momentum for the 48 car. Saw it last week at Talladega. Another good run for him back in the seat, getting comfortable in that saddle.
Riley Herbst in the 35 finished 14th here.
And surprisingly, there's not a lot of incidents as I thought this race was going to be. So, I mean, unless Denny Hamlin wins, I'm not making a post-race reaction.
These are the type of runs that they're 70-17 each as they continue to try and climb the standings.
Well, great birthday present for Kyle Busch. He turned 41 yesterday, and he's running in 9th. They had a goal of top 15, and he's going to be back-to-back top 10s for the first time since last summer if he's able to hold on to this 9th place here.
Yeah, great improvement for this 18. They made some bold moves this week, changing the crew chief and all the things that they had happen over the week. And now the hardest thing for me to believe is not Kyle Busch sitting here running 9th after the season. It's the
Caution, turn 4. Caution, turn 4.
That makes me feel really old.
Going to be about a 5-lap shoot out here. Think about what you need.
Byron spun to bring out the caution at lap 93, a single car spin.
Nice recovery, nice rebound.
20 cars
I think in practice yesterday, it's the first time in several weeks that we've seen William Byron have speed. That, as you know, Clint, that's the thing that is the first sign that we're headed in the right direction. When you can have speed in that race car, and today they spun out and are able to work themselves back up, so overcome that adversity as well. Says a lot about what the team is.
I gotta be on the front row. Period. End of story.
Marching down to under 1 second. Why?
Because Keselowski is giving Chase Elliott fits, trying to get around him and put him another lap down.
Oh,
Do opposite of the
49.
Corey Heim.
What'd you say?
With a
Then you could do opposite of the 9 if you want to ensure that.
well, this changes everything.
Yeah, Corey does
Well,
such a
this
good
just
job
makes it
of
more interesting now.
at the end of the racetrack that it's on. It's going to look a lot like
Copy.
the spins that we've seen. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, with this race car, you got to learn more than
I want you. You're the fucking crew chief. You know what I mean? I just think. You don't think some cars are gonna stay out here? There might be some for sure. That's what's hard to know. That's what it dictates.
From 30 to 40 on our tires. We're going to go back
40 on tires, right?
probably 5.
You saw what those other RFK cars did with 50 something on tires restarting up front.
Can you imagine those right at the front pitting?
Yeah, simple. Yeah, bad cars, more laps, right?
Don't rule out an overtime finish.
Sorry, come back. I could not hear you.
Last 2 years here.
Yeah, I mean, worse cars and more laps.
well, that's going to
Speeds have gotten wicked up here, right? A little bit.
of when you win and it's
Yep, for sure. Worse cars.
100
Worse cars, more laps.
These are the things that
That's why this one's a tough one either way. I agree with you. You want to be on the front, but I think it's go either way.
Wow. There are 20 cars on the lead lap. And we have some Denny Hamlin radio for you.
My goodness, hurricane will be what we should do here. No. Man. Anything that doesn't,
I think Camry. I think. Yeah.
The road is closed.
That's what I think.
I'll have a lap to think about it.
Yeah, it didn't sound like he liked Hurricane.
Yeah, the other opposite to that is the 43 had 33 laps on his when he stayed out and won the stage last time. We're at 40 right now. Yeah, copy. I hear you. Yeah, I don't want to talk you into anything. I just, that was my gut. Yeah, like I said, I think it's dictated by where you start and what kind of gap you got to the back. And yeah, my gut was Hurricane, but I think either one is possible.
You're doing that if you're driving it hard enough.
Well, there are your pit crew rankings coming into this race. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, if they stop, we'd expect them to be first off pit road. But the question will be, if they stop, how many don't? And where do you line up?
That's what it all
Hamlin said on the radio, you got to be on the front row. The only way to do that is to stay out.
And that's what it all comes down to. How many guys, if you stay out, how many guys behind you pit? What's that buffer of cars that are going to defend your lack of speed as you get towards the end of the race? But that 9 and 11 were both really fast. I think that the bigger decision comes from third place back.
Now, because of where Corey Heim's car came to rest, pit road will stay closed for another lap here. The more laps,
How many laps to go right now?
stays closed, the closer we get, fewer laps at the end. I don't know
Which one you get it?
if he stay out, but I'm Hurricane.
I agree with you.
Well, it makes the decision easier for you, doesn't it, Larry?
Copy.
More laps you run, and
What'd you say there? I didn't quite get it.
checker flat. Sure. So I believe
You'll be about 5 to 6 to get it here.
we'll restart with 21 lead lap cars.
Camry stay.
Let's have a look at what's happening around the turn. Next on FS1, the NHRA Southern Nationals. Next Saturday, IndyCar on the Indy Road Course. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern Time. That's on Fox. And next Sunday, MotoGP from France, 7:30 in the morning Eastern on FS1. And we'll be watching
We stayed. We got some bumpers.
Eastern on FS1 with the NASCAR Cup Series.
Can't wait for that, Mike. Watkins Glen's a great track.
Look at these two. Buddy, I'm going to be a friend right now.
I'll let you know buffers here when you get it.
I don't know, 2 minutes.
We might be in a fight up here. A few laps.
If Chase Elliott stops, his 3 fastest stops of the season have all been today.
Well, we know that Tyler Reddick, we know that he thinks he has some sort of an issue with his tires. So he's probably leaning more towards pitting than he is staying out.
And 5 wins.
And if you're the third car to pit right there, you're hoping that you drag them all with you.
The road is open. A couple of feints, and here comes that's Reddick.
We have 8 car length, 8 car buffer.
In front of the
8 car buffer is probably going to be 5 to go when you get it, maybe 4.
12 back, I think. Reddick is in along with Suarez, Hocevar, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, and more. Josh.
We heard Tyler Reddick complaining about that car, came over the radio, asked if there's anything they can do to help him in 3 and 4. They say negative, came in the pit to see you get those right side tires on. I ain't sure there's as many cars as you think there, Mike.
Yeah, there are a lot of lap cars there right behind Chase Elliott. So 8 lead lap cars stayed out. There you go. So that's 4 rows deep, but that's for 2 laps. That might be a pretty decent buffer, but we may get going here with more than 2 laps to go.
Yeah,
and it may not.
They may have a couple of attempts at a green light checker as well. And that's really what you want. If you don't get to them, you want to have one more caution to bunch them back up. But I think for Reddick, that's the right decision. You don't know if something's wrong, if your tires are tight, if you have a tire coming apart. And I think him going to pit road gives him a lot of options. And he's won.
He got a 100-point lead. He's won 5 times. I'm gambling. I'm going to have money.
There's the cowboy hat of the trophy that awaits the winner. Victory lane, in case you missed it. Pow! Scott Gilliland goes for a spin. He collects the race leader, Christopher Bell. That was lap 69. And Bell out of the race. Messi on pit road. Cole Custer stops till the tie gives out. Joey Logano collides with the 41 and is out of the race. Lap 95. Kyle Larson.
All right, coming back to the shoes. We got a 7-car buffer. Everybody took right.
7 laps in a rear.
7-car buffer. Everybody took right. It's going to be 4 to go when you get it. You're choosing to come.
Corey Hine goes for a spin at lap 257. Sending us close to, but not quite, to overtime.
I backed the car in the wall when we first went to this next-gen car battle like Corey Hine did right there. And it hit the wall so hard that it knocked my foot up on top of the gas pedal. The gas pedal got stuck in my shoe. I didn't know what the heck was happening. Those are hard shots.
Why do you go back out there if you're Larson, looking right there?
17-24 with you. 17-24 with you.
That one spot. Didn't he lose?
48-35 bottom.
And I think a lot of it is the exercise, too, of getting that car fixed and back out on the racetrack.
Never give up.
Well, I mean, every point matters, as he knows.
4 cautions today for single car spin, as we talked at the top of the day. That seems to be the way things go here in Texas. 1 other caution for contact. And then the stage breaks. Total of 7 yellow flags. 7. I believe the over-under was, you said 5, Clint?
You're counting stages. We had a little wager up here, folks. That's what we're talking about. But I don't think they're going to be.
All right, looks like we're going green with 4 to go.
Scoops of frozen custard. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, there's the choose. Hamlin said you got to
get your rears ready. Keep them attached. Get you a good launch. We'll go blue down. Be 4 to go.
So the first car with tires, new tires, is going to be Reddick in row 5 with Suarez. They got 2. Eric Jones will be the first with 4 tires. He's going to restart 19.
Yeah, most likely when they throw the green flag, Reddick will be the highest car.
Green.
Returns 1 and 2.
He's attached underneath as well. In line, distance, in line.
Also very good on the restarts this
Let's see how this.
Neither one of us have help. Foul him hard.
Denny Hamlin.
Clear to cross if you can. Clear.
He's got going on Hendrick Motorsports.
3 back to the 48.
These Toyotas let a lot of laps, had a lot of fun today. Let's finish it off right here. Need a big jump on this restart.
Yeah, and if you're Denny Hamlin on the other side of the car right there, you need to make sure that you're door to door when you get to turns 1 and 2. Keep him down the racetrack. Try to make him uncomfortable.
so you get a good run down the back straightaway.
We talked all weekend about which may have an advantage. And look at this restart. Elliott, Chevrolet, Hamlin, Toyota, Buescher, Ford in the top 3 spots. We're going to settle this in the final 4 laps. Elliott, Hamlin,
there we go.
Ford, the restart. Green flag.
Denny Hamlin got a great start.
There we go.
Right there. There goes Tyler Reddick all the way to the outside. He's going to
about 3, 2 more, 2.
through the corner.
On side draft. Chase is clear.
Hamlin, look at this back of the back. Reddick around the outside of Blaney. It's exactly the start that Elliott was looking for. Reddick with those 2 new tires, steaming around the outside of Byron. That's for 5th. Got to make quick work. Jones with
3 to go.
Tires has climbed 3 spots from 19th.
Oh, Reddick got tight. Tyler Reddick got tight there.
His forward momentum here. Take a little bit to get that 45 car wound up.
5, no pressure.
For the 45 car right now is if they have another caution to utilize those fresh tires.
That's his only shot. From 5, single
2 to go.
On the outside, takes 6 from Byron.
Sticker flag right here. P2, wait a 5 minutes. Help us out here. Help us out.
See Chase Elliott.
Help us out. Much rubber responsible, please.
Already leaving Denny Hamlin on the lane, but that momentum and that lane that Chase Elliott has been able to run has worked well for him all day.
The replay of Martinsville for those first 2 cars where Elliott won and Hamlin was second. Here they come off turn 4.
White flag. Oh, Nemechek.
Did the leader get the white? Yes, before the green, he did. No caution yet. No caution yet. He's down off the racetrack, goes to the apron and to pit road. We're still racing. He's going to get it back. So
Looks like Chase is going to do it here.
Into 3, around 4, wrapping the bottom of the racetrack.
And Chase Elliott wins it, folks.
He's okay, and Chase Elliott scores the win for Rick Hendrick and Chevrolet. Let's go, baby. Great job, guys.
Hey, congrats to Chase, man. Deserved it. I mean, he deserved this one.
23rd career win for the second generation star, and he becomes the second driver this season to win multiple races.
How many laps did Chase lead today? 87 laps.
Great restart. Took care of business. Then he did all he could do on that outside. Chase Elliott, those restarts.
How many laps did Corey Heim lead today? 69. Okay, Chase led the majority.
And we talked about it. You see John Hunter's car all torn up right there. We talked about the Chevrolets and Hendrick Motorsports. When would they make these cars better?
All right, guys. Chase Elliott wins it.
He was fast all day. Even when those Toyotas were running, he was right there with them. And the dangerous part about the 9 team of Chase Elliott and Alan Gustafson is the fact that they know how to grind as well, right? They know how to keep themselves in the races. Their pit crew is amazing on pit road. Fast pit stops, consistent pit stops, and they're out of steel for a long time. And today they just made it happen from start to finish.
Chase led 5 times today for a total of 87 laps, the most of any driver. Denny Hamlin, who finished second, led 21 laps.
All right, we're going to go ahead and
Inspire Motorsports. Once again, top 10 to 2 cars. Suarez and Hocevar right behind him. Bubba Wallace all the way from the truck with the top 10. Hard-earned top 10 for him and Blaney all the way to 10 from way back. He was all over the place today, Kevin. Riley Herbst, Eric Jones finished in the top dozen. All RFK cars in the top 15. Want to celebrate. Chase Elliott, 23 career victories and 2 already in this young season. Texas becomes his 8th track with multiple Cup wins.
all right, everybody, we're going to end it here. Chase Elliott wins it. I thought this race was just average. just an average, just a more ordinary NASCAR race. Congrats to Chase Elliott once again. He led over 80 laps today. There were a lot of solo spins, not a lot of incidents I thought there was going to be. And yeah, Denny Hamlin, he had a really, really good race today. Really good points today. So yeah, guys. So anyways, guys, that's it for this live stream. And anyways, this is Preston and peace out. Bye.